Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are checking out Queen Charlotte, a Bridgerton story. This is episode 1. Look, the first 2 seasons were so much fun of Bridgerton. You folks said we had to watch this one, so I am happy to oblige. I cannot wait to see what we're in for.
It has been a hot minute since I have loved any television program as much as I have the first 2 seasons of Bridgerton. Cannot wait for Queen Charlotte. Y'all have been putting it over big time.
I know we're not in the gimmicks because that was a season 2 thing, but I decided to keep the rake hair. Well, give or take. It's probably not like real close to that. But either way, shout out to Tudor while we while we take the Queen Charlotte ride. Looking forward to it. Let's go! Can you imagine all the wigs we're going to get in this one?
Well, I mean, maybe she didn't have as many wigs when she was younger. It was a different style.
Dearest gentle reader, this is the story of Queen Charlotte from Bridgerton. It is not a history lesson. It is fiction inspired by fact. All liberties taken by the author are quite intentional.
I love how that's out there.
Enjoy.
It's a fictional story.
So
folks.
people can't be like, actually,
Fictional.
actually.
Is our young queen about to arrive?
That.
I mean, with that hairdo, you would think, right?
That's her.
I'm like leaning in, like I'm going to get a better look through the door if I lean.
Well, that's going to be
Is that Dad signing some papers or what?
Making some backroom deals? She looks troubled by it.
Oh, hey.
It's an attention getter.
No, this guy doesn't look old enough to be her dad.
You have not moved an inch in 6 hours.
I'm wearing Lyonnais silk encrusted with Indian sapphires, working with overlay of 200-year-old lace. Apparently too much movement can cause the sapphires to shred the lace. If that were not enough, the gown sits atop a bespoke underpinning made of whalebone.
Whalebone?
Yes. All the finest corsets are whalebone. You would know that if you knew anything. If you ever paid attention, you would also know that the problem with whalebone is that it is rather delicate and also very, very sharp. And also, this corset is quite snug, so I give the appearance of a statue, ridiculous to the eye, but that is because I cannot move. And because I must arrive on display, I am forced into a ludicrous gown, so stylish that if I move too much, I might be sliced and stabbed to death by my undergarments.
Same old queen.
Sounds, that was really impressive, by the way.
Choosing to be killed by my undergarments.
Charlotte.
With what? I believe if I'm diligent with my movements, I could most certainly bleed my death before we reach London.
Like I said, you are upset. Emotional. I understand.
Do you understand? Because I'm not upset, nor am I emotional. I am angry and I cannot breathe. And both are thanks to you, brother.
Charlotte,
Okay, brother.
this is a great honor.
Oh, how difficult was it to be chosen? Someone who can make lots of babies, someone who can read, someone with all the social graces, someone with a royal bloodline. That is all they required. It is not an honor. And you could have told them to choose someone else, someone stupid enough to want
They
it.
did not want someone stupid. They wanted you.
They wanted the best.
He could have anyone, and yet they came hunting all the way across the continent for me.
Because you are special.
Special. I am a stranger to them. They are strangers to us. You cannot think me this ignorant. There is reason they wanted me, a stranger.
His face.
And it cannot be a good reason. I know it cannot be a good reason because you have not looked me in the eye since you told me.
Just,
Years of this back and forth.
this is a good thing. You shall be happy.
You shall.
Shall be happy.
Turn the carriage around. I am not doing this.
I signed the betrothal contract. You are doing.
You're only an hour away.
There it
The
is.
carriage
Yep.
around or I will bounce. And I will impale myself on this ridiculous corset and bleed to death.
Charlotte! I know I should have taken a firmer hand with you when Mama and Papa died. I allowed you to read too much, and I indulged your every whim and frivolity.
How'd
so I
you
take
read
full
too much?
responsibility for the fact that you are now exceedingly headstrong and mistakenly think you can make decisions.
Whoa.
You cannot. I am in charge. This is happening.
I do not see why you could not just...
Because they are the British Empire, and we are a tiny province in Germany. We had no choice.
Okay, there's the background to it.
The reason might be terrible. I know that no one who looks like you or me has ever married one of these people, ever. But I cannot question, because I cannot make an enemy of the most powerful nation on earth. It is done. So, Shut up.
Oh.
Do your duty to our country and be happy.
You
Wow.
telling someone to be happy doesn't really.
Why can't you just be happy?
Do your duty. Be happy.
Yeah.
I am sorry, but there are worse fates than marrying the King of England.
Well, when you put it that way, maybe open with that.
Sit back. You are endangering my gown. I need to look perfect when I arrive. Do I not?
She heard him. She's cooling her jets a little bit. Ha! There she is.
Oh, she's on a mission.
Dude.
I wasn't sure if we were going to get her or if it was all going to be
Yeah.
backstory.
The first 10 minutes or so of this has been just tension, especially with the music, trying to keep an intensity level
Yep.
up.
I am sorry to disturb you at this hour with such news.
Shut up, Doctor, and talk. Is he dead?
He,
The king?
your husband, is quite hearty. Long live the king.
Have you no sense? It is treasonous to interrupt my beauty sleep. You're lucky my face is a rare jewel.
Your Majesty.
If I could still have people beheaded, you would be in the queue.
Oh,
Wow.
Doctor, if the king is not dead,
Why?
who is?
Say, why are you here?
oh, here we go.
It's the dirt sheets.
This coldest time of year has become that much colder with the sad news of the death of the Princess Royal. The granddaughter of our dear King George III and Queen Charlotte died in childbirth along with her baby.
Oh,
Damn.
man.
Jeez.
I can't wait till we see what made the Queen so stoic all the time.
And while our hearts grieve for the loss of the Princess
Lady D.
Royal,
Oh, we're
Hey.
getting
our
everybody.
heads
Mama.
grieve more for the future of the monarchy itself.
Oh, no worries. We got Prince Vigilante.
A crisis one can only imagine that Queen Charlotte must find galling after ruling over the matchmaking efforts of the Ton and the marriage mart with such an iron fist. This author and all of England can only hope that Queen Charlotte finally turns her matchmaking energies onto her own family. After all, Her Majesty has 13 children, and now not a royal heir from any of them.
Whoa.
At least, not a legitimate one.
Oh.
I was going to say, what are the odds none of them have any kids?
Sure.
It causes one to wonder, is the Queen's knowledge of how to make a good marriage nothing but talk?
Maybe.
Please
Or
be
maybe
your
not,
most
maybe not.
agreeable.
What kind of interrogation is this?
Teeth? Teeth.
Guys, do you recognize her?
Well, I'll just give Mason Quinn a second. See if he can do it.
You have good hips.
No?
You will make lots of babies. That is good. That is your job.
Yes, Your Highness. Will I be introduced to His Majesty soon?
Her son, Rob Stark.
She was in disguise.
Yeah, the hair's up. I know it's
Brimsley,
massive thing.
Jesus
take
Christ,
Charlotte to the
what is
seamstress so we can have her gown fitted.
Oh, no need. I bought my wedding gown. It is quite a perfect fit.
But we have provided a gown for you.
My gown was designed just for the wedding. In Paris, the lace is handmade by nuns. The modiste called it à la mode.
Our gown is traditional, simple. It will be better.
Oh, yeah, I don't think she's winning this one.
Other wedding dress you speak of, but a traditional English gown will not carry all of the fuss and the frills that the European gown you currently have on.
Do you know what I went through for this?
In our fashion, for our family.
Yes, of course.
7 hours in a carriage, didn't move.
Well done. And I shall see you at the ceremony.
Just pales. Oh, look at those halls. Wow.
You have a shadow.
Yep, something she's not used to yet. I'm surprised she hasn't asked.
What would you say you do here?
Walk with me. I have questions.
That is not how it is done, Your Highness.
What do you mean?
Well, you walk there and I walk back here, Your Highness. 5 paces behind.
5 paces behind.
5 paces behind.
You are always there. Behind me, just all the time.
Whenever you need me, Your Highness.
What is your name?
Brimsley, Your Highness.
Tell me about the king.
He is the king, Your Highness.
Yes.
He is the ruler of Great Britain and Ireland and the colonies, Your Highness.
Yes.
He has been monarch since October last with the death of his grandfather.
Brimsley, you have told me he is the king, he is the ruler, and he is the monarch. Those are all the same things, are they not?
They are all facts, Your Highness.
He's got to get his 5 steps.
She is very brown.
I did say she had more blood, Mum.
You did not say she would be that brown.
But I did say she had more blood.
Very brown. Thoughts?
It is a problem. People will talk.
People will talk. It is a problem.
We have already made the trade deals.
Can they be cancelled?
We cannot cancel the royal wedding on the day.
You may need to. It is a problem.
Fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Well, it just shows how much she ended up changing everything because it
That's-
wasn't
A problem
even
is
an
only
issue
a
in the
problem
first
if the
2
palace
seasons.
says
It
it is a
never
problem.
was.
That is a fact, is it not?
It is.
And the king is the sovereign head of the Church of England and ruler of this great land. Therefore, nothing he does would ever be a problem for the palace. Would it, Lord Bute?
It would not.
So, this must be as the palace wished it to be, must it not, Lord Bute?
Get in line, buddy.
Yes, it must.
Good.
Scowl.
Then the king's choice has been most intentional. To make that clear, we shall expand the guest list for the wedding and add to her court.
Are you saying...
The king is saying, I am only his mother, I say nothing. The king wishes to expand the guest list for the wedding and add to her court.
The king realizes that the wedding is in 6 hours.
Well, who does not want to attend a royal wedding?
6 hours.
We're jumping right in.
And of course, none of these are her ideas. It's the king's ideas.
By the way, it's tonight. So
Be ready.
get all cleaned up and ready to roll.
Is this a hobbit house?
No, it'd be in the ground.
Take it back.
Oh no, no,
that
yeah.
Pete?
Well,
I don't know. Oh, he's taking them out. Oh, pair of choppers.
I have your bath waiting, Mum. You gave me no warning. I had no warning. You always have a warning. Not this time. Spontaneous. Spontaneous. He said he had a surprise. Is this happened twice in one day? I believe the surprise is why he was excited. The butler says he received a letter from the palace. You have been invited to the royal wedding. Coral, have you gone mad?
Nope.
It is true. An invitation has arrived for you both. The ladies' maid at the Bassett said they've received an invitation as well.
This is so wild. We're getting this whole backstory, how it all started.
Is he handsome? Is he kind? Is he funny? Is he warm, well-read, artistic, athletic?
We can discuss the order of the matrimonial ceremony, Your Highness.
Is he ugly? Perhaps deformed in some way, because beauty is inside. Well, it is certainly not inside. But I am a good person and shall overcome.
The Archbishop sent over some verses for Your Highness, if you
Is
would
he
like to.
dull? Not very smart, mentally slow. I can work on those. Is he cruel?
You're going to have wonderful children together, Your Highness.
Can't get any information?
You said you were going to always be with me, Brimsley.
Yes, Your Highness. You need never worry.
I need to use the chamber pot. Are you with me for that too?
Withdraw. Her Royal Highness requires privacy.
And why won't they tell her at all about the king? Like nothing.
probably not allowed to.
Yeah, they're
Yes, they might be afraid that they speak out of turn.
yeah, one good or bad thing could not go well for them.
Do not gawk like a peasant. Behave as though you've been here before.
Oh,
He
Brimley's
doesn't know where
looking.
she is.
Oh, I lost track of the queen.
So much for 5 paces, my good man.
And he certainly can't ask anybody.
Oh
where's the
shit!
queen.
Look who it
They
is.
have all arrived. I shall greet them first to make clear their
Okay, never mind.
standing and the king's intentions.
I thought if he wasn't by her, he could
Yeah.
get in some shit.
He's trying to blend into the wall.
Your father was friendly with His late Majesty, my son's grandfather. I am so pleased to have you here with us today on this family occasion, Lord Danbury.
Lord,
That is Lady D.
You shall be receiving the
Oh.
official proclamation from the king. You are honored to be Lord and Lady Danbury now.
That is Lady D.
All the members of the Ton must be
It
taught.
happened today.
Your Royal Highness.
It is time we were united as a society. Lord and Lady Smythe Smith.
Oh, you got Lady D.
Lord Danbury. Imagine.
I am imagining.
What have you done now, Brimsley?
The bride is missing.
Don't say that too loudly.
I think you did.
No, here she is. Oh, no, you can't be seen out in the garden alone.
We know what happened.
Unattended. That's how rumors start. Cousin Dad.
Are you in need of assistance of some kind?
I am quite fine, thank you. You can go back inside and wait with all the other Gawkers.
I'm curious. What are you doing?
Isn't that King
Doing
George?
something.
I am not.
You are.
I am not.
You are.
If you must know, I'm trying to ascertain the best way to climb over the garden wall.
Whatever for?
Because I think he may be a beast.
A beast?
Or a troll.
Who are we discussing?
Oh, well, that is impertinent. None of your business. The king. No one will speak of him. No one. He is clearly a beast or a troll. Perhaps you could assist me by lifting me up there?
One question. You do not like beasts or trolls? What he looks like matters?
I do not care what he looks like. Just take hold here. With a lift, I believe I can make it over the garden wall.
You want me to lift you over the wall so you may escape?
That is what I said, yes.
People will notice you are missing, will they not?
I shall worry about that later. Now, if you please.
Later.
I have absolutely no intention of helping you.
You refuse to help a lady in distress.
I refuse when that lady in distress is trying to go over a wall so that she does not have to marry me.
There we go.
Aha!
Aha!
I thought his face looked familiar because of the pictures on the wall.
Good catch.
It turns out he's quite dashing.
Your Majesty.
Not Your Majesty. George. So you just George.
I am... Please accept my apology. If I had known that you were you.
You would have what? Not told me that you were trying to escape?
Well, yes. I mean...
Just George. The king situation. It towers over us. Accident of birth on my part.
My part.
Thought maybe perhaps as my wife you could ignore it and I could be just George to you. That was, of course, before I found out that you do not want to be married to me.
I did not say that.
Oh, you did.
I did not.
You did?
You did?
I do not know you.
I do not know you either. Except that you are terrible at climbing a wall.
You try climbing a wall in all of these garments.
He's in love.
What?
And that's all it took, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, well, when you look like George, you just got to be a little bit charming and you're good to go.
No one told me you would be this beautiful. You may be too beautiful to marry me. People will talk, given I am a troll. You do not know me. What do you want to know?
Everything.
Where do
I was
I
born
begin?
prematurely, and everyone thought I was going to die, but I did not. I am a fair fencer, an even better shot. My favourite food is mutton. I will not eat fish. It is horrible. I like
Don't blame you.
books and art and good conversation. Most of all, I like science.
Science?
Chemistry, physics and botany, especially astronomy.
Ah, the telescope.
Stars in the heavens. I'm quite the farmer. Probably would be a farmer if I were not already occupied. I have a scar here from falling off my horse. I have a scar here from just being incredibly clumsy with a paring knife. And I'm very nervous marrying a girl I am only just meeting minutes before our wedding. But I cannot show it and climb over a wall because I am the king, Great Britain and Ireland, and that would cause a scandal. But
Scandal.
I promise you, I am neither a troll nor a beast. Just George.
He certainly diffused any,
Listen, we have been looking everywhere for you. What are you?
No, Your Majesty.
Talking to the Queen like that?
You must be the man responsible for my possible future happiness.
Yeah. My apologies, yes.
You have arrived at the most opportune moment. Charlotte was just deciding whether or not she wanted to marry me.
Charlotte is overjoyed.
She might go over the wall. Either way, the choice is entirely up to her.
But I need to know soon.
I should get back because I suspect that by now there are some very anxious guards who think I am kidnapped.
Oh, milady.
Joyful music starts playing, folks. Joyful.
I hope I see you in there.
Do not tell me you're still hesitating.
Well, first, I need to change.
Going against George's
Oh boy,
mother's
George's
wishes?
mom's not gonna be happy.
she's gonna be.
Oh, Lady
thrilled.
Stark gonna be pissed when she rolls in with her French dress.
Oh, go right. Show mom.
Oh, that is
not the same dress or the same hair or anything, and I
Show
am
mom.
here for it because it looks spectacular.
100
times better, Wow.
Well, it's because the other dress was supposed to be a little more plain, not as extravagant.
I can't tell if that was a look of like, she looks good, I'm not that upset, or I'm upset.
What? Scheiße, she looks beautiful, husband.
I can't believe those.
I mean, he did the 30-second elevator pitch and just nailed it.
He was quite charismatic, was he not?
Just think, fellas, we already know what he's like in the now of our current timeline. So it's just going to be that more devastating as we grow fond of King George.
He was in love from day one.
So I think Lord Danbury is my favorite character so
He's
far.
something else. Well, Lady D is taking in how things are changing in the ton.
Take care, Your Majesty.
Adolphus?
I shall pray that you are soon blessed with children.
He has to act differently now.
Yeah, is it because of the whole queen title now?
Mm-hmm. Your whole life is different now.
I'm Lady Agatha Danbury. I'm to be on your court.
And we shall be great friends.
Be careful, ma'am.
No. Oh.
I know that if you send for me, I shall come.
Make haste, Agatha.
Coming, my dear.
Gosh, like, hello, but be careful. Like,
watch your back around here.
I think they're showing that their marriage situations here are a little different.
I have a
less
surprise
of an
for you.
age gap with the king.
A surprise?
Present, really. You shall need your cloak.
What is the surprise? Where are you taking me?
You will see. Just wait.
Also, George is a nice guy, so who does she have to watch out for? All those naysayers?
Who lives here?
You do.
I had it redesigned just for you.
Oh,
This is our house.
Thank you.
George.
It is your house.
Look at that thing.
It is my house. What do you mean?
This is where you shall live. I had all of your things moved here during the ceremony.
I'm not sure I understand. If this is my house, is it not also our house?
You're here and I'm here.
I suppose officially St. James's Palace is our house, but this is where you shall stay.
And you shall stay...
I have an estate in Kew.
So you shall live in Kew?
Yes.
And I shall live here?
Yes.
It is our wedding night.
And it is late. And I shall let you get inside. You will need to meet your staff. You will want to get some sleep.
No, George. It is our wedding night. Are we not supposed to do what married people do?
Are you demanding I perform my marital duty to you?
Demanding.
Do we not spend this night together?
I'm so confused right
Fine,
now.
I shall stay.
George.
I said I shall stay. Are you coming?
Are we getting like a two-door situation here?
You think he'd be a little more excited?
George! George! George, I cannot keep up.
Oh, he
Slow
knows
down.
You wanted
something.
me in the bedroom. Is that not where I should be?
No.
No?
Not if you're going to behave. What is wrong? What have I done? Whatever it is, I am sorry.
Done nothing to be sorry for. I want to go to Kew.
So let us go to Kew.
No,
You do not want me to go to Kew,
this is your home.
and that is yours.
Yes,
I see.
you do. Good.
Oh boy.
So you are all right.
He's in this for some sort of arranged agreement too.
Yeah.
I'm not all right. George, this is how it is to be. This is our marriage, you there and me here.
Yes.
Why?
I thought it is easier.
For whom?
What?
I'm so thrown off here, guys.
Yeah.
I merely want to understand.
Yeah,
You need to at least tell.
I do not need to do anything. I decide. I have decided I am your king.
Whoa. Just a little bit of a 180 on your behavior there, huh?
Is
My mistake.
I have to plead
I
ignorance.
thought you were just George. Forgive me, Your Majesty.
Oh, I thought you were just George.
May I withdraw, Your Majesty, or did you want to say anything else to me?
Charlotte, this is for the best.
Oh, he's
Of course, Your Majesty.
another one of these for the best situations. We've been with this before, folks.
Grimsley,
Yes, Your Majesty.
you are here as well.
I am wherever you are, Your Majesty.
Need not follow me.
It is my sworn duty to take care of you, Your Majesty, at all times.
I do not want you here.
I hope in time you will become used to me, Your Majesty.
Wonderful.
This is my life.
Spend the rest of our lives together.
what a shot.
Oh, okay.
Hello, my children.
Mummy, it is so early.
Mother, you cannot summon us this way.
It is not fair.
Really, we have lives.
We have business to attend.
By business, do you mean fornicating with your mistresses? Or do you mean producing more bastards for me to ignore?
My word, there are impressionable ladies present.
Edward, no sexual innuendo makes an impression upon your sisters. I wish it did, that they might get ideas to marry and start. Have legitimate grandbabies. Instead, virgins to the left of me, whores to the right.
I believe I am a married woman.
Stuck in the middle with you.
And where are your babies? You have made 0 heirs to the throne.
I am trying.
Are you? You are doing it correctly. You are making sure he's putting it in the right place. The only heir to the throne is dead.
Yeah, maybe a little too soon for him.
Yeah.
It's like the old thoughts and prayers. So that's the modern version. Well, thoughts and prayers.
We had 1 heir, 1 royal, and she is gone.
Again.
Sorrows, prayers.
Oh, gee.
I've heard from the Prime Minister on the topic. Worse, Lady Whistledown is talking about it.
I think you are being a bit zealous.
It is time to find husbands. One of you had better produce the next ruler of the United Kingdom, or your father's line dies with him. Make me a royal baby.
You can't really expect us to marry.
This is so wild, seeing the queen with her 13 kids.
And not one of them wants to do it.
Your father and I made 15 royal babies all by ourselves.
15.
I do not see why the whole lot of you cannot make just one.
Sobbing.
Yeah, it's a little, again, still a little too soon.
You cannot summon us at 11 in the morning.
Dude, this first episode's wild.
They were not raised to be very strict, it would seem.
Why do none of them? I mean, it's like crazy odds. You think 1 out of 13 would want to.
I should have gone over the wall.
Yeah, now she's all alone.
Yep.
And the way her brother acted too. Like, I definitely have to plead ignorance on like how the rules
Well, the
are.
brother knew something was up with the arrangement once he left.
Yep.
He wanted to make everything seem good. So,
in memory of...
Well, we can talk about it here now.
Yeah, here we are.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm just going to search here quick.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest surprise for me is that, you know, and we said it a couple of times during the reaction, but, you know, for me, the most shocking thing is that, you know, race is even an issue here in Queen Charlotte, because it wasn't in Bridgerton 1 and 2 or seasons 1 and 2.
We're going way back now.
And well, yeah, I mean, we're going back to that, but I just assumed that in this story, in this world, that it was just always like that. And that's just how it was. But apparently Queen Charlotte was the one that set all those changes in motion.
Facilitated the change.
That's pretty wild to me. I mean, that's like the biggest, well, one of the biggest things from this episode.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's without getting into it too much. I mean, obviously it's a period piece, but they take some liberties with certain things and stuff like that.
As they said in the beginning.
As they said in the beginning, but we didn't know that when they started Bridgerton, you know. And I look, and I absolutely love the show, and you just kind of watch it, and you're like, oh, okay, it's just just a more diverse and a more dynamic cast, however you want to refer to it. But they did a good job of explaining that, okay, at this point in time, it was, I mean, obviously still not as they said, fictional, it's still not a clear representation of what the times were. But it was good to see that Queen Charlotte kind of facilitated those changes. And then fast forwarding to the modern times of Bridgerton, people are just, everybody's
and I suppose,
just in the ton together.
Yeah, I mean, and I suppose, the king too, because Charlotte had no idea what she was walking into, really. I mean, because she didn't even know anything about the king, didn't even know what he looked like, and until she was trying to climb over the wall. And of course, I don't remember which one of you called it out, but figuring that was George right there.
Yeah, there was a picture when we were going
that's right,
on the wall. So the painting had like the reflections of them, but I wasn't 100% certain either. But.
Well, it threw me off too, because they had the picture, the painting of Queen Charlotte and King George, but I didn't see any of their kids. So I'm like, well, what's going on with that? And then here she's got the whole room full of them.
Well, no, if you go.
Did they keep showing them as she went down the hallway?
So when you look at the portraits, each portrait was her as she's walking. You see one less kid, one less kid, one less kid. Like
Yes.
they had the
Oh,
family
I see.
portrait.
They were
They
pulling-
started
okay.
at like, here's the
All
final
the
product.
kids. Yeah, and
So
so
it's big
each-
bad
Yeah,
terms, but
okay.
Each
big
portrait
family
was
photo all the way down to the young.
I see.
younger
I thought
generations.
those were maybe like other families, and then it was her family, and she doesn't have any kids. That's what I thought from seeing.
I mean, it's I think again we know that we know that in present day, as far as Bridgerton, the king has either dementia or Alzheimer's, but we also know from one of the more recent episodes that he was very much in love with her and very much was about pleasing her and making her happy, and we see. So there was the photo with all the kids,
the big family photo.
and so we know that things turned out where they had lots and lots of babies, but I guess I shouldn't say I didn't see it coming because I really didn't have any expectations. But it was really threw me off quite a bit that the king was the way he was, and then it's like
he was so charming by the wall.
but it's kind of par for the course for Bridgerton, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at the dynamic between the Duke and Daphne in season 1. There was all sorts of problems. We can't be together. He made a vow. And then look between Tudor and Kate in season 2. Again, it took till the very end for things to work out. There was obstacles. There was intricacies. And now we have a situation where the king seems very charming in the beginning. He seems very nice. Nobody will tell him anything. And then all of a sudden you get this like just 180 where he's like, okay, I'm going back. I'm going to live here.
It's like it's our wedding night.
Well, so it very much gave me the vibe like, the brother signed her betrothal papers, which we saw, not signing them with George, And I'm wondering if he's in the same spot where, look, I had to marry you because it was a good match, and you seem nice. You're a beautiful young woman who seems very intelligent and very cultured. But you weren't who I chose. This was the good match. And look, I mean, he might be in love with somebody else, or he might not have been ready to be married. Look, maybe he just didn't want to be married. Look, I'm young. I don't want to be married. I want to do my thing. Well, you have to get married. Okay, well, I'll get married. Then I'm going to keep on
doing whatever,
what I want to do. And ironic that we have Lady Stark here, in Game of Thrones, of course, one of the big issues with her son was they promised him to another family, and he was not happy with it. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves with that time of recording, but in any regard, I'm super confused as to what's happening. But it was a great first episode. I love the casting. I know we've talked pretty extensively.
Well, and real quick before we get to the casting, I thought it was interesting what Lady Danbury said to her, like, hey, kind of watch your back essentially around here. If you ever need me, just call me. Like, that was something weird to say on your wedding.
The royal family, whether it be George or mom or everybody else, there must be a reputation or whispers of their behavior.
Yeah, because we just had that one a-hole who didn't approve, but, beyond him, it's like the queen's word or the king's word through the mom's word is what matters.
Yeah, that threw me off.
Yeah, it was actually pretty cool to see. At first, I was wondering if it was Lady Danbury, but then, the Lady D in Bridgerton, the way she enunciates everything compared to the younger version of her, I really wasn't picking up on that.
Well, she grows into the role.
She grows into the role. But here, that's why I was like, maybe it's not Lady D here. But then we got the confirmation, right? So that line that you brought up, though, where it was, hello, good to meet you. Be careful, kind of thing. It was like,
very interesting. Very interesting.
Here?
That's what I enjoy about some of the writing, right? Because that instantly gets us, the audience, to start questioning a bunch of things. Of course, for all those who've already seen it, probably experienced that the first time, but now that you know, right? So now we're getting to experience it. So I'm just wondering how they're going to peel back that onion to give us more story out of just that line on their first face-to-face. And that's how they met, was with Hey, great to meet you. Oh, by the way, be careful.
Yeah,
like,
and
shit, what are we getting into here?
And Lady Danbury just became a lady that day because that's how it's going to be, and everybody needs to know each other around the ton. What I'm interested to see with this series, because Lady Danbury had that real powerful message in season 2 about how she's lived and she's done things and she's done all these different things to get where she's at, whereas Kate and Edwina, well, mostly Kate, just wanted to kind of be there right away. And she was like, no, you don't understand. You have to kind of go through the trials and tribulations to get there. So interesting start for her that we got her introduction.
I wouldn't have guessed that was the introduction we were going to get for Lady Danbury.
No,
but
I mean,
not at all.
It seemed like their marriage was, okay. She just wasn't sure about when his surprises were going to pop up, I guess. So
it seemed to you like the marriage was okay.
Well,
that's what it seemed like.
Well, she's not like
in the sense
she's not like running around saying, "Oh my God, get me away from this guy. He's a terrible, evil person." It's just like, "Hey, warn me next time he's in the mood for that or something." I don't know. Unless
well, yeah, that piece that's for me. That was challenging because it was like I think I understand where she's coming from, but as far as the marriage itself, I feel like she's at a minimum safe.
That's what I'm thinking. It seems like she can pretty much. It seems like she runs it, right? Yeah, it's like she runs the marriage, but just not too enthused about. Well, anyways, I digress.
Who would be when you're pulling out teeth?
Well, that's a good point.
Sometimes I feel like here's Mason Quinn's romance compass, and here's a bunch of squirrels with ADD running around it with fucking magnets, and it's just everywhere. You don't know which fucking way is the. They seem like a happy couple. Did we watch the same scene? She could not have been less interested in their romantic ventures, and then she went.
Well, no, she certainly wasn't interested and had to, take a bath. But what I'm saying is like,
oh my God,
it's not like it's not like Game of Thrones level stuff where she's like plotting to kill the guy or anything,
But he did say something to act like you've been here before. I mean, so it's not like he was super pleasant. I mean,
well, he didn't deliver it that way. He was still kind of calm.
Because
it was more like a reinforcement. She didn't need it.
I think
she knew what she was doing.
I think they made it very, very clear that she married for status, or maybe it wasn't even her choice, which, as we've seen here, it's not. So I don't even want to say she married for status. I think it's very clear that she didn't marry here for physical attraction or love. Was the picture that was being painted?
Yeah, no, I don't think.
I mean, they cast
the picture.
They cast as beautiful of a young woman as you could possibly find. Okay, and no disrespect to our gentleman here, but he took his teeth out, and
he's playing the role here.
Yeah, I mean, even that face. Okay, when I should restate that. So I feel like she feels safe, okay in the marriage, but everything else is like, what the fuck?
You gotta give me a heads up when he's
warn me when this is gonna happen.
That's basically a situation where it's like, hey, do we need a few shots before? I mean, is that the situation?
Yeah, because I just assumed from the way, and the way Queen Charlotte talks about it too. Again, that's what throws us off is how much, we got the idea that she loved George so much, and George obviously loves her. And I just kind of got the impression from Lady Danbury in Bridgerton 1 and 2 that, she ran the gambit, and I just always assumed that she probably had a good marriage that she liked, but we are seeing the whole backstory.
He may be a very nice individual that does a very good job of taking care of her and providing her with all the things that she needs. I just think, again, the picture was
compatible.
Painted very clearly. That I mean, look at season 1 of Bridgerton. They threw us the full opposite ends of the physical attraction spectrum, right? Like you had Daphne and the Duke, who are both like I mean, they're both like so attractive. They're not even real people, right? I mean,
modeling could work out.
And then you had young Marina, who another beautiful young actress who they're trying to pawn off on the guy who was like 80. And then you had Nigel coming in. I got the papers to marry Daphne.
Yeah, I mean,
Nigel.
I thought this was going to be the story that showed that the arranged marriage can work sometimes in Bridgerton
we
with
move
George
forward
and
to
Charlotte.
season
and all
2.
of a sudden they do the twist at the end where he's going to leave. So I don't know what to make of that.
I'm excited to see Lady D's, and maybe safe is the wrong word, but that's all I can think of for right now until we get more story.
Safe is fair. I think that's fair.
With Lady D, I'm excited to see her younger days, and we already got the introduction. So now from here, how does their relationship grow? I'm sure there's lots of twists and turns for their relationship because, I mean, she is the queen, and we got Lady Danbury. So I'm sure there's some speed bumps at least a couple times throughout their relationship. And now for King George, I was a little taken back by that scene
I mean, that whole
at the
thing
end here. Because, and again, I'm going to plead ignorance because maybe that was a thing in real
where he lives there and rules from there.
I don't know.
This is her palace.
I never really heard that.
They made it very clear that he's conflicted with the situation. He wants to be
his
separate.
eyes were telling that story.
He wants to be separate, but when he raised his voice and she said, "Oh, I thought it was just George," you could tell for that moment right there, he did feel guilty. He's like, "Oh shit." He wasn't just like, "I'm your king, your majesty. Oh, I thought it was George. Well, this is this. He didn't go with it. He took that step back and he showed a very human, from what I took, a very empathetic side, that he's in a situation where this whole wedding is out of his control either. Now, one of the things that we've learned through a lot of the films and television that we've watched with arranged marriages is the expectation is that you will learn to love people. And a lot of times you grow to love people and you grow in happiness, which we already know they did. But I like the way they showed him saying, this is how it is, but they didn't just make him an asshole. He had that second where she's like, "Oh, again, I thought it was just George." And he took that step back and it's like, okay, even though this is the situation, that's not the person that I want her to think that I am. Like, I've got to lay it down. This is how it is. I'm leaving, but I don't want you to think of me as that person. Again, she's obviously very confused as to this entire arrangement.
Well, and I want to say kudos to the actor who is King George here, because again, to what you're saying, his eyes were saying something else as well. I feel like part of it, half of it was true. Like I want to be there, like that. I fully believed when he said that and stated that. So again, I'm kind of curious now. If one's here, and we see the end. We already know the end. Well, the majority of the end is going on right now, right? So how did we get there in the next 5 episodes that they're going to tell us here? I'm not casting any doubt that they're not going to paint us a good picture.
It's going to be an interesting roundabout way we get there.
Yeah, how are we going to get there now?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to make the joke when she was like, "Should we do what married couples do?" And I was going to be like, "What? Argue?" And well, sure enough, that's what happened. But nonetheless, I was hoping for more.
Look, and just let's just be real here for a second. He's a very attractive young man. She's a very attractive young woman. So there had to be some sort of situation where he didn't want to stay on the wedding night, right? Like,
must be something.
She's hot, you're hot, it's your wedding night. Things are just supposed to happen.
Everything went so well in the garden.
Right. So it leads me to believe that his heart is elsewhere. And even he didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to do that to whoever actually has
you think there's
heart.
Somebody else, do you, Oak?
Scandalous.
What? Oh. There has to be.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Oh, no,
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I'm like
so defensive right away.
I'm so used to you.
See him, folks? You saw it.
This guy gaslights me 24/7, and then when he's just trying to have a normal conversation, I'm just supposed to turn it off. No, I think they made it very clear that his heart is somewhere else, and he doesn't want to disrespect them. And look, maybe they get the speech from the mom in another episode or two, or we have to keep up appearances. You can't be living here and she's living here, otherwise people will talk. So there's a lot going on.
We got a lot of it already.
There's a lot going on, but I loved Loved the first episode. Loved the casting. Thought there were great performances. Some seriousness, of course, some scandals, some laughs. Everything that we could expect.
The performance I liked was the Queen Charlotte we have now giving the riot act to her kids who are being lazy, not making those royal babies for her.
I thought that was a really interesting scene.
Like none of them.
She's got all those kids, and they
Not one
are
of you settled down.
They are, and I think it's fair to say, they are all the poster children for privilege and being raised in a situation where everything has been handed to you and you're not taking things seriously.
The fact couldn't even bother to get up off the floor.
The fact that they were like, "Oh, mother, you can't do this at 11 in the morning," like it was too early. And I think that was the interesting thing, that none of her kids took this seriously at all. And again, I think it was kind of, because if you look at
and look how the Queen's been in the first 2 seasons. She says jump, everybody says how high.
And it's interesting because when you look at other stories of royal families, sometimes the children of the king and queen or something like that, the expectations for their behavior are very high. Be well read, be well educated, military service in a lot of instances. And then of course you get the flip side where you get your Joffreys and it's just like the spoiled kids who are angry and like this is like somewhere in between. I'm certainly not going to put these kids on the level of Joffrey, but they're also not like the strict. They're not. Granted they're royals, but they're not Anthony, right? Like Anthony took my duties to my family as a Viscount, took his duties very seriously. So it's a very life. They painted a very, very interesting picture of the Queen's children here. Yeah, like the one couldn't even get off the floor. The other was smoking. Yeah, like what are we doing here?
Well, yeah, for me, seeing how the Queen was in season 1, season 2 of Bridgerton, and now her coming in here, like laying down the law, I need a grandbaby, like yesterday. Seeing her with her children here, that was absolutely wild. Because I guess I wasn't expecting. There's a for me, it's one thing seeing it on the wall and the paintings and everything, but then just seeing it right here, if her just being in the middle of it was another level for me that I guess I wasn't ready for. But I am here to take the ride on to see how Queen Charlotte and her kids are gonna be here, and I'm almost curious too if at the end, and I'm trying to remember if there's any dialogue in season 1 or 2. Bridgerton, where there might have been a grandbaby.
Yeah, I can't even remember.
Now
her
I
even
can't remember because I'm
mentioning
fluttering myself.
No, I don't think there was a single mention. No, there was not a single mention.
Let us know. But I'm real. This whole first episode has got me excited to see how a lot of things are. I know I just kind of keep repeating myself after some of these lines, but truly, this first episode for me set up a lot that I want to see how we go.
So I might be getting the family tree wrong, but so are we to believe that Prince Vigilante, from what the folks told you and told us in the comments, he's the heir that
No, Prince Vigilante was like, I think she was a nephew, and he was from nephew.
Oh, okay.
So that's what she said to Edwina. I have a nephew.
She said he was a nephew.
That's right, because I was wondering if
he was royalty elsewhere.
I was selfishly hoping that Prince Vigilante would be the royal baby
remember,
that we eventually get.
Because remember, he had like a German accent.
That's right. Yep.
And it's interesting because they were saying something about Germany, but neither Charlotte or her brother had any sort of German accents. Or was Prince Vigilante supposed to be Polish?
Well, they were both from Germany.
In any regard.
Yeah, but either way, nonetheless,
in any regard,
we'll find
nephew.
Yeah,
I will say it also kind of the way that they show that Queen Charlotte's children are the way they are also kind of adds a layer to how interested she is in wedding season in the town and having her diamond of the season and how invested she gets in other weddings because her own kids
just won't do it.
Her own kids aren't doing it, which of course very well would add another layer of gossip for everybody in the town, whether they can talk about it or not. Because it's like, look, you see it in real life, right? Like people who are always like trying to, judge what other people are doing and like, whoa, let's get your house in order before you try telling other people how they should live. That's something that we see quite regularly. And now we learn that the queen's out there like, you're the diamond. What happened with the wedding? Oh, this wedding's got to happen, this and this. And she loves hearing all the gossip about weddings. She's got 13 kids and only one of them, sorrows and prayers.
God, that's a great line. Soros prayers.
Well, and she's so stoic about it. She, in this version of Queen Charlotte, she has like no emotion about any of it.
Well, and it's just one episode. I'm sure we're going to get a
I'm sure we'll get the explanation as to why she is how she is. But in a world of arranged marriages and everything else, it's just shocking that not one of them.
A great first. Not that I expected less, but another great first episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Well. More to come, and we are here for it. So for Diamond Dave Damone, that's the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. This is Bad Medicine. That was Queen Charlotte. We'll see you on the next one.
I mean, what a whirlwind for her. Just nothing she expected
her hair. I love her hair.
Well, let's see what she comes up with in this episode. Brimley! There he is.
So the origins of the hair.
Brimsley,
Your Majesty.
what is in my engagement diary for the week? I assume there will be charity visits to the poor or orphans. I know I must meet with my ladies in waiting. That is important. There is so much to take in here. The art, seeing the galleries of London, and I have always loved the theatre and music in my engagement diary.
Your Majesty, there is nothing in your engagement diary.
Nothing?
Was she supposed to stay at home, stay out of the spotlight?
There is nothing in my engagement diary.
No, Your Majesty.
I have duties, official duties, do I not?
Many duties.
Then how can there be nothing in the Queen's engagement diary?
You are currently enjoying the privacy of the first days of marriage, Your Majesty.
This is my honeymoon.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Giving out titles to people who look like our new queen.
Point is, there is much talk. This must be a success.
It will be, Lord Bute.
What do we know?
He is the king. He is well suited to anyone. She is lucky.
She is. That is not the question.
What is the question?
The female is present. I cannot speak it.
God.
Bute.
Fucking Bute.
Perhaps we have nothing more to discuss.
Shall I report that to the House of Lords then?
It is all so very modern now. In my day, there were 7 people in the bedchamber on my wedding night to witness the marital act.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Did what it took to make Georgie. Now it is the thing to give the couple privacy, which would not be an issue ordinarily, I suppose. A man, a woman, the chance to, or rather the king. And we know that Georgie, the king, can be... He's absolutely perfect. We all agree on that.
How do I say this without speaking ill?
It is just that he has his own...
The king of
mind.
kings.
Independent.
He's very independent.
Most original thing. If the actions one usually takes on one's wedding night have not been taken, that would hurt the great experiment. There can be no questions. Do you understand?
There will be no...
Probably one reason why George
That's
didn't do
why
it.
he's having to do it.
Better get your son back over here to handle his business, is what they're saying.
Long live
Yeah,
the
I mean,
experiment.
obviously George didn't choose
Has he
anything.
done the deed or not?
That's what they just said. It's the great experiment. It's somebody...
Yeah, but they just said that he needs to do the
Well,
duty.
yeah,
He didn't
yeah.
do the duty.
Yeah, absolutely. But the wedding wasn't his idea, is what I'm saying. It wasn't George's idea to marry her.
No, I think George, this was some sort of arrangement for both of them that neither wanted to be involved in.
Yeah.
George just agreed that it was his duty.
Where is he?
Absent.
And she's got to stay locked up in here the whole time, getting dressed up for what? To go nowhere. That's her whole day. Sits there, gets dressed up, and then...
This is interesting. She just keeps fucking with him.
I'll just... Same thing all over again.
Yeah, this is not what she wanted at all. Yeah.
Oh, I love how they're showing this, though, but it's just the same routine.
Yeah, get that book for the queen. God, look at all this staff.
Why the fuck is everybody watching her read?
That's what they do, man.
Science.
It's kind of like what he was saying. They are there to act
and observe.
Act immediate for anything she needs. Yeah, she's...
Oh, here she's going to snap.
He's just kind of scurries along.
Oh, now the intro.
Gosh, yeah, she needs someone to talk to. Like, it's
Well,
one
have
thing
an
to talk
actual
to staff.
conversation with.
Yeah.
I think that's where Lady Danbury is going to come into play. She's going to have to call on her this episode.
Patience is not always a virtue. The passage of time does not always reap benefits, and perhaps good things do not always come to those who wait. There
Checking
are
out the old
some
place.
very
Yeah, the old
special
house.
joys well worth waiting for.
Oh, a second one.
Yep.
No.
But Mama, she is a delightful person.
She is an actress. No, none of you have managed respectable relationships.
We have done our best, and maybe...
No. Your father and I have provided Great Britain with a great bloodline. It will not end with your generation.
As England waits to see which of King George's children will bring us closer to a royal heir to the throne, if patience is a virtue or a burden for our dear Queen Charlotte.
Ready the carriage.
Yes, Your Majesty. May I say our destination?
We are going to see my husband.
The king. We're going to do the pop-in.
Where is he?
Your Majesty, we were not
Where
expecting...
is he?
The observatory, Your Majesty.
He's looking at planets.
Wait here.
Perhaps this is good.
Perhaps it is bad.
Would you like to step indoors while we wait to find out?
Thank you, sir. That is very kind and generous of you to offer.
I'm always jealous that the King's Man has far better quarters than the Queen's Man.
I am more important than you.
I was wondering.
There we go. I definitely sense some tension
All this time,
outside.
so they're forced to be kept apart.
Alice is asking for a report. What's she going to tell them?
Me? Why should I be the one to tell them?
'Cause you're the Kingsman.
He refused to consummate the marriage.
She could have seduced
him. She is a lady, pure and well-bred. He might have done something.
I do not control him.
Observe him. Know him.
Find out the news.
Deformity. Is there something?
I believe his bits to be fine. No deformity.
She is quite the beauty, Adjoa, but perhaps she's not pretty to him, not his type.
I do not know that I can define his type. Female. After that, I have never paid attention.
But you're the Kingsman. You're supposed to know these things.
Well, you just said he doesn't pay attention. to it.
Ah, what's his job?
Look at that thing.
Oh, it's impressive. It's quite large.
Hello, here you are. It is an observatory for looking at the stars. This is a perfectly clear night.
You
I'm
excited to
getting a
see your
glimpse of the
wife?
planet.
He sleeps out there?
Oh.
Is this what you have been doing?
Excuse me?
Since the wedding?
He's obsessed with science.
What mistake did I make?
You made no mistake.
Did I say something to offend you? Is it? What is so
just-
wrong with me?
There's
The
nothing
stars.
wrong with you.
Well, there must be something wrong with me. I thought you were visiting a brothel. You prefer stars to my company.
I did not say that I prefer
You have
stars
been
to
in this room
observatory.
Observatory.
feeling most excited by the constellation since the night of our wedding, while I have been stuck in that stuffy house
about
being
it.
changed like a doll 3 times a day with nowhere to go, no one to talk to, and nothing to do.
You're the queen. You can do whatever you like.
Except spend time with my husband.
Come now, Charlotte.
George!
I do not understand what you complain about.
She just told you.
She wants to hang out.
Just wants to spend time
with her husband.
Suddenly I am queen. In a strange country. You do not understand because this is who you were born to be. I cannot do whatever I like. The queen is not allowed to go to the Modiste or the galleries or the eye shops. I cannot make friends. I must hold myself apart. I do not know a single soul here except for you.
And all that's different now in Bridgerton 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
George! What? Say something!
I do not want to fight.
I want to fight with you. Fight with me. Fight for me.
Go on!
What the fuck? He either really hates conflict or he's clearly hiding something.
I thought he just really likes astronomy.
They appear to be satisfied.
I would hope for more news than the appearance of satisfaction and contentment.
They are a wonder together. He is smitten with her beauty.
Really? King George is smitten.
Yeah, Mom just called you out on that.
Yeah.
I would not dare to define the emotions of the king.
Of course not. I only meant that he seems happy.
And what evidence of this?
A great deal of talking and walking.
There is laughter. It warms the heart to witness.
These two are just making shit up.
What of their relations?
Relations?
Yeah, there's none.
Their marital
I
bonds.
couldn't speak
The
of the
Dowager
king.
Princess
like
wishes
that.
to confirm that the marriage has been consummated.
Sexually, she asks for the good of the country, of course.
Of course. Of course. Well, we're waiting.
I mean, from what I can tell, I would say yes.
So it is a successful honeymoon.
From what
You
I
agree
can
it's
tell.
successful, do you not, Brimsley?
Oh, God.
Most successful.
Yes.
He lied.
These two guys just bullshitting their way through this.
Most excellent.
Perhaps we shall have an heir on the way before the next
Oh.
fortnight.
I don't know about that.
Wow.
There's the house.
Well, they weren't entirely truthful.
Oh, God.
POV. Oh, they did not have to do. Why would they do that? Run the bath.
I was having tea, Coral. I was embroidering a billow.
I'm so sorry, my lady. Do we know what brought it on?
He went to White's in Mayfair for the first time. My husband is determined to make these people accept him.
The ton are a horrid lot. Even their maids are high in the instep. What was wrong the way things were, I say.
Lord Danbury, he's been given a taste, and now he will not be denied.
I will keep the hot water for your bath on the fire for whenever you need it. You only have to call for me.
I believe I shall also need a salve for my inner thighs. What if he puts another one of his gigantic babies inside me?
Oh.
Gigantic.
She's like, I don't even want to think about that.
15 pounds?
Wow. The Lady D's story is interesting.
She needs to come visit the queen so she can at least talk to somebody.
You must act.
I cannot make him act.
You made him consummate the marriage in front of the Dowager Princess.
What would you have the king do?
A gesture?
A gesture.
A gesture.
These two are going to be behind the whole
I
thing
will suggest some sort of gesture.
to try to make it work.
Well, they got to be part of the catalyst because now they just lied their ass off.
Right.
To some very influential people.
Like, hey, how do we make this come true?
Orange.
Ah, the orange room.
Take it to the kitchens for the Queen's meal.
Yeah.
I can pick my own orange, Brimsley.
Yes, Your Majesty. Orange.
Of course you can.
Just let her pick her own orange.
The king has sent you a gift. It is waiting in the foyer.
I mean, we sent you a gift. It's a dog.
Show me the gift.
It
It's
is.
going to be a dog. Or a pony or something.
That's going to be the start of her little dogs that she always has running around. Nope, there it is.
What is that?
What
That is the gift from the king, Your Majesty.
But what is it?
I think it is a dog, Your
Look
Majesty.
how cute he is.
Dogs are big and majestic. A pincer, a shepherd, a schnauzer, a dane. That is a deformed bunny.
Tell us how you really feel.
Oh, you'll grow to love him. She'll have many.
I want to meet my ladies in waiting tomorrow.
Your Majesty is on her honeymoon. You cannot...
I can, and I will. You shall not tell me what I'm allowed to do.
Your Majesty, I am the one person who will never tell you what you are allowed to do. I will, however,
Oh.
always tell you how best to do the things you are not allowed to do.
I am not allowed to meet my ladies in waiting during my honeymoon.
It would be unwise for Your Majesty to meet with all of them. One would want to be discreet.
And if one wanted to be discreet, would one trust Lady Danbury?
Yes.
Look at the dog's just.
All right, finally.
Don't be nervous. You're only meeting the queen. You guys are going to be pals.
How was the tea?
The tea is good, Your Majesty. What a beautiful dog, Your Majesty.
'Tis a deformed bunny.
Oh, my mistake.
My mistake.
It was kind of you to invite me to tea. Are you meeting each of your ladies in waiting individually?
No, Brimsley said you would be the most discreet because I'm on my honeymoon.
Brimsley in the back.
Said that to you in confidence.
By the way, it is a splendid honeymoon. My husband is the best of husbands. He gave me this beautiful bunny thing.
Bunny thing.
May I speak freely, Your Majesty? First, you are a terrible liar. I did not believe a word you said about your honeymoon.
That was a little bit of the Danbury we know right there.
There we go.
My honeymoon was a disaster. On my wedding night, I did not know what to expect. I was old and impatient. The whole event was painful and quite terrifying. It is all right if your wedding night was not perfect or splendid. Your Majesty, you did have a wedding night?
Not very convincing.
He was mean and rude. He just wanted to leave. He felt bad, I suppose. Hugh, while I am stuck here with no one to talk to, and then he gives me that piece as if that is to make everything better. But that does not make
Charlotte, if you did not consummate the marriage, you are not actually married to the king.
Oh.
Your whole position is in danger. You did consummate.
Oops, I didn't know that was a thing.
Perform the marital act.
Does it have something to do with this great experiment?
Aha! Now we're getting somewhere.
We will require drawing paper and charcoals. As many times as necessary, Your
I don't
Majesty.
know if we have to
How long does
censor
it take?
that.
Will I enjoy it?
I never have. Perhaps if it is with someone you like.
Well, I do not like George, so I do not see why we should need to bother ourselves to do this at all.
Your Majesty, this is Britain. It was not that long ago that queens were beheaded for not bearing children.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Your Majesty, this is important. You are the first of your kind. You must secure your position.
Yes, but this is not my failing. I mean, he clearly does not want me, and I cannot somehow force him to want to do this with me. And maybe that is a good thing, if I'm not queen, if we are not married. Then maybe we can forget all about this, and I can go home.
Well, that is a possibility.
Your deformed bunny. It is a dog. A very rare and purebred Pomeranian.
She bays every single time after in disgust.
You would think I am sending them to the Tower of London. I'm telling them to marry.
That can be a difficult proposition.
It is simple.
Dowager Viscountess Violet Bridgerton, Your Majesty.
Thank you for the honor of the invitation. I thought I would call upon an expert. Expert? You have a great many children. Yes, I suppose I do. I have a great many children. As Your Majesty decides. 2 weddings in 2 years. How do you do it? Do what? Get them to want to marry. Well,
She's so intrigued.
Genuinely, I need to know.
love. Yes, love solves a plethora of issues. I'm going to speak plainly because we are all mature women here.
Oh, here we go.
My boys are in love. They are in love with women who are already married. Love is not the issue. Love has produced over 50 illegitimate babies.
Oh. Oh, shit. Wow.
4 children have done me the honor of moving many continents away. Marriage is a duty,
Oh my
not a
God.
pleasure.
But it can be
50, dude.
such a pleasure.
50
Can be a
kids.
painful, lifelong sentence.
Marriage offers so much warmth, and if they...
Charlotte's head is spinning.
Blooming love.
Your flower metaphors make me nauseated with their sweetness, but I applaud your point. I shall simply find them wives myself, order them to marry, and they can worry about the love part later, after there are royal babies.
That was not quite what I was...
Make it happen.
Have the Lord Chamberlain draw up a list of eligible brides across Europe. Thank you.
See?
Appreciate it.
Solved all the problems. Just make them do it. You are the queen.
Well, you are their mom.
You are late.
What did you want anyway?
Did you allow her to have a visitor?
Just one?
It is her honeymoon.
It is the new Lady Danbury. I have always liked her. She is not going to tell anyone.
She does not have to tell anyone. The servants talk. The palace already knows he was there.
Well, sir, perhaps it is time you leveled with me. What is wrong with your man? What is keeping him from her bed?
You worry about your own side of
Hey!
Oh.
Look at that.
Throwing it back at him.
What is
back
keeping
here,
him
you
from
jerk.
her bed?
Get back here. Give me answers.
What does the Dowager Princess want with you? It is my family that had a relationship with the late king, so why should she want to see you?
I'm sure it is only because of you and your reputation that I promise to tell you every single detail upon my return.
I suppose that will do.
Yeah, she's...
I never expected Lady Danbury to have this much influence on the queen. This is awesome.
Yeah, I do like the
because
the beginning of the relationship.
Yeah, I mean, again, seasons 1 and 2, you never would have really known.
I am asking you to elaborate.
We had tea, yes.
And?
I met her puppy.
Puppy?
Yes, she has a Pomeranian. And if we are bold, the latest musical composition.
I do not think the girl knows.
She knows. We know what tea is generally about. What was this tea about, girl? You are being purposely obstructive, Agatha, and I will not have it. Excuse me?
Lady
That's what you call me.
Lady Agatha Danbury was when I understood our new queen, not yet realized that our titles are shiny and new. Is that not an interesting topic for an upcoming tea?
Our titles.
Perhaps we should speak in a womanly way.
Let me handle her for you. Butte,
I believe I can manage.
Lord Butte.
Fuck Butte.
Take a walk.
Hit the bricks, pal.
Lady Danbury, I need to know what is going on at Buckingham House. I need a trusted ear.
A spy.
Oh, no.
Do you understand?
I do.
Well then.
When a title is bestowed, it comes with income and land.
Here we go. Yep. You need to deliver.
You want money.
You forget your father-in-law, the king, knew my family is because my father-in-law is also a king. What I need is for my husband to not be denied entry to White's. I need my husband to be invited on the hunts. Finest seats at the opera.
Oh, look at this.
Yep.
You should be grateful.
You say you need to know what is going on over at Buckingham House.
Yeah, you
so that
need
Lord
me.
Bute believes you have the situation in hand. Because if you do not, the House of Lords will be at your door.
Oh,
Careful.
Danbury.
Calling her out.
Oh, this is good.
We need to be equal members of the top. We can be grateful to one another.
Respect me.
If she says acknowledge me, I'm going to lose it.
Ah,
Could you imagine?
great.
Is it all right if I join you for a meal this evening?
A meal.
Where are you going?
I do not know, just...
Charlotte, if you'll just give me a chance. Charlotte, stop walking this instant. I realise you have no reason to like me. I marry you and then I disappear into my observatory. And then I come here to dine as if... Allow me to show you where my
Experienced it
mind has
all?
been. Might not make you
And
forgive
that's
me,
why
but
he's
might
nervous?
make you hate me a little bit less.
Well, he's going to say. Oh, I can't wait to hear that.
Again, selfishly, I wish we didn't know their futures. Because can you imagine this story without knowing? That could be...
Just step away and let me... Oh, my word. What is that?
That is Venus. See, a rare occurrence is coming. Venus will travel in a specific arc and give us a single moment, and we shall know the distance from the Earth to the Sun.
Damn.
That's what he's been doing.
So that's why he couldn't be there, because he had to be there every night.
Yeah, to make sure.
What? Come on.
Being king is a hazard. I cannot imagine how painful and cruel it must have been to have me ruin your wedding night.
It was your wedding night, too.
I just needed to come back and look for Venus.
I guess.
I'm so sorry.
I do not forgive you yet.
That means there's a chance, George.
It's interesting because these two are still technically like strangers to each other.
Does not quite count.
But we
as
have to
wedding
stay
night,
here.
because we did not actually have...
In the observatory? Come on, George.
He's got a bed right
That
there.
is a reasonable
He's got to do
idea.
science too. He's
The
multitasking.
queen should be treated as such.
Oh, what? Just because it's
Absolutely.
just a twin-size
multitasking.
bed? She's too good.
That's not good enough for Charlotte.
I'm coming home to Buckingham House.
Charts the
We
planets.
may not travel together. We did right after the wedding.
Right after the wedding, there was no possibility that you might be carrying the next king.
There is no possibility now.
They do not know that. And after
Oh.
tonight, there will be.
Oh, awfully presumptive of you.
Just all romantic. Well, tonight you'll have a baby in you, maybe. We're going to give it a shot. Look at that.
You don't wear black. That's what a villain would wear.
Might you like a
Might as well have a
refreshment
turtleneck.
You are.
Sideburns.
Black with gray
As
pants.
a
That's
thousand
sharp.
tiny button. I'm suddenly concerned that my maid made the wrong choice.
I'm very good with buttons.
So you writing that down?
No.
Quid?
No, I'm not.
Very good with buttons.
Do you know what happens on a wedding night?
Yes. I know everything. I have drawings in her life.
Charcoal drawings.
I've seen drawings.
I do not like the part where my head hits the wall over and over.
Is there a way to avoid that?
Who told you that? I think Lady Danbury was exaggerating a bit.
They did not. Oh my God, they did
That's
not.
all on Lady D.
I don't like the part where your head hits the wall. Well, folks, there's rickety bed frames out there. Sometimes it happens.
Lady D.
It's going to be interesting when these two compare notes.
This is ours.
What do the papers you received from the
Yeah.
palace say?
The papers say that it is ours, and there is a key.
How does this play
You
out
know how
then?
this happened?
I have no idea.
None.
The king sees me for who I am, my value, my worth.
This is the beginning of a new era.
I will try
He's got his key. Well, she's still proud of herself, as she should be.
He has gone out for a ride or a walk. We shall hold breakfast for him.
I do not think he has gone out, Your Majesty. I believe he is a visitor.
Do not make me ask the question.
I am not making you ask.
Oh, boy.
Your marriage is the business of this country. I need to know if you have properly bedded her. The
You told
crown.
me I had to wed for the crown. I did. You told me to charm her to make it easier for the crown. I have done my best. You told me I could not let her know me because I must protect the secrets of the crown. I have not. You told me to bed her. I have done so. It has been abundantly clear since my first breath that I was born for the happiness or misery of a great nation and consequently must often act contrary to my passions. You do not need to explain it to me, mother. It is me!
Mom doesn't give a shit about your happiness, just your duty.
I shall have my breakfast now.
that's
There is
not
no
what
need
she
to wait
wanted
for
to
the
hear.
king.
Guys, we are seeing how the bricks were laid for her to be this way.
Yeah.
But I don't think that was as bad as...
Not as bad.
I know it was
It's not as
I
bad,
think it was
but it's-
taken out of context for George. Like he's being forced to do all this stuff, whether he wants to or not.
Part of his duty.
Like he probably wants... I think his passions are his studies and learning and science and like...
all that.
A list of suitable brides for your sons from the Lord Chamberlain, Your Majesty.
They're happy.
All the dogs.
A lot of Pomeranians.
She is gone. Your mother has departed, Your Majesty. I saw to it myself. The Queen is at breakfast in the dining room. If you would like to join her, I can.
Oh!
Shall I send for the doctor, Your Majesty? I'm fine. I do not need him.
Has he had issues this whole time?
No, it's just having a
Medical?
panic attack, that's all.
Yes. Get him here. Charlotte. She will never know of it.
The layers.
I mean, it looks like a panic attack. I agree with you, but I think it's something more.
I think it's a little deeper.
Oh,
Is that
fading away like
Come
that.
on.
Ah.
all right?
Well,
Gentlemen,
my highlight of the episode was Lady Danbury putting her foot down and letting everybody know what time it is around here and how things are going to change. That was fantastic. I mean, again, Dave, can you just show what they're actually calling her? She's Princess something, the king's mother. They call her the princess, but the last name I can never get, so I'll just refer to her as the princess. I know it's whatever. But look, she's like, I need somebody to be a spy for me inside that castle. And the princess here is kind of still playing by the old rules and hasn't really caught up that things have changed. And Agatha Danbury is Lady Danbury, and that's how she should be addressed, as well as all the bonuses, I guess, that come along with being a lady. So I really like that power play. And look, she was able to get her husband to be able to go and do what he wants, take part in the hunts. Princess Augusta. Okay, now I got it. Perfect. But because they were, I thought they called her by the last name that George uses, but nonetheless, not important details, right? But no, I like that she was Danbury, Lady Danbury, I should address her properly, was able to like kind of lay down the law a little bit and able to have her husband go out in the hunts and get all these things and like look for his kind of non-traditional, maybe it is traditional in this world that her marriage is, she still wanted her husband to be able to have those things. And little does he know that she is the reason all these things are happening. And she's just kind of sitting back and having a laugh, letting him, indulge his ego a little bit there at the end. But yeah, I mean, the fact that all this happened because of Lady Danbury, I never would have expected that from the first 2 seasons, because we see Queen Charlotte in the Bridgerton seasons, and she's so in charge. Everybody listens to her. People are almost afraid of her. I don't think that's a stretch to say. And what she wants to happen happens. And it's such a contrast in here when we're kind of seeing the backstory where, Queen Charlotte's kids aren't really listening to her. They don't want to go along. And it's, again, so much of where we are now happened because of Lady Danbury. And now in the present, she's bringing in Danbury and Bridgerton to give her advice. And I realize I'm kind of jumping ahead here, but it all plays into how this growth with Queen Charlotte happens and how she's still learning. She's like, oh, they won't get married. I'll just make them get married, and I'll make them have royal babies. So again, the big takeaway for me was the powerful scene with Danbury and the princess and how so many things happened because of her. I thought that was just brilliant. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but a lot of killer scenes in here to really go over.
I think what you might have been referring to is what they were calling her, is they called Lady Bridgerton the same thing. It's a title for, I believe, the mother of a royal. So Diamond Dave maybe can look that up.
With the king's mom, or when Lady Danbury
with the king's mom,
yeah,
but we also saw it with Tudor's mom. So there's a title that is when you're the mother of the
king or a viscount.
There was another term.
Okay,
used. But in any regard. I mean, Lady Danbury, wow, her just putting her foot down, and actually, she did it so they could get the information. Now, look, are we going to have further information that she's going to have to get? Well, I think now she's going to have to, because she's got a nice big house and land and some cattle.
Lady signifies.
Yeah, because that's like
dowager,
her ladies in waiting. Yeah.
Dowager. Dowager is Lady. So they were calling her Dowager Viscountess. Okay, yeah. And I think they called her Dowager Princess as well. Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah, because I know they called her Princess and then whatever their last name is.
Oh, okay. Because I think they called her Dowager Princess as well. So, which obviously suggesting that George's father is gone. I wasn't sure what Dowager was, but okay, that's not a title thing. That's just a widower or widow. But in any regard, it was really interesting seeing Lady Danbury pull that move. I mean, because that's a big move on somebody who's very, very powerful. Yeah. And you have to be very confident in, where you stand to be able to say those things and to not worry about there being some sort of repercussions.
And she was just thrown into this
from
in a short period of time.
But it's so that was interesting. But you know what the really interesting thing for me was at the end when they showed Lady Danbury with her husband, it seems like, okay, very clear she's not into the intimate parts of their relationship.
But she seemed happy for him.
That point of view did not need to happen.
I know that POV was something else. I almost forgot about it until you brought it up, actually, because so much other stuff happened.
Didn't need to happen. Maybe Diamond Dave can scroll back, and that's where you can pause.
Be a shame if he didn't.
Be a shame. Oh God, he's going to.
Maybe we can just show the dog again.
No, it was in the first. It was in the first intimacy scene with Lady Danbury. When they paused.
You're talking about the POV?
Yeah.
No, I don't think we need POV.
I agree, Diamond Dave. I don't think we do.
I'm not sure if we need it, but I'll keep going here. Is it there?
I'm not saying we need it either. In any regard, but no. What I was. Hang on. Wait.
She's like
very uninterested. There.
It's. Yeah,
they're really hamming it up. They're hamming it up.
Well, and I think
You know,
I'm curious though, real quick. I'm curious with the whole Lady D love making scenes, if that's dare I even say that, because I'm curious.
Making love,
dude. On the first one, right now there's I would like to, folks, is there consent here? Because she hasn't said no, stop, or anything like that. That's why I'm kind of wondering, because the way they're teeing this up is supposed to come off as comedy. So that's why I'm kind of.
Oh, I think there's 100% consent. Is she's just not into it.
Yeah.
They're making him. You know who they're having him do facial expressions like, and I can't. Now you can give me a hard time. I can't remember his name. The dad from Friday. Oh, don't anybody go in there.
Yeah,
35,
Fred.
45 minutes.
Not Fred.
No.
You know, and he's been in a lot, but like the facial expressions they have him there. I mean, you could pull up a side by side from.
No, we don't need to, but I get what you're saying.
And it's like to a T.
But
the facial
it seemed like in most of those scenes, that's when like Lady
John
Danbury-
Witherspoon.
John Witherspoon. Yeah.
But in any regard,
she does her best thinking.
At the end, she's very respectful of him. She doesn't take his moment. She didn't say, I did this. And I think she carries a lot of respect for him. You know,
she's definitely happy for him.
She's happy for him.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's interesting. Again, she's not enjoying the romantic interactions. They don't give us any indications that she's said to stop, or I don't want to.
So far, they haven't.
They haven't. It's clear because we've had discussions about this previously. There has been zero.
In episode 6, that was a whole.
That was a whole. It was a whole thing, and so it's worth bringing up because we know people are going to discuss it. There have been zero indications as to whether she has said
verbal.
It's being done very comedically.
It's being done very comedically. The look on her face, she doesn't look like she's in distress. She looks disinterested.
Very.
For those of you watching,
and not impressed.
There is a huge difference. She is comedically disinterested, not distressed, and those are two very big different things. And we'd be remiss if we had mentioned that, look, certain very consensual, intimate relations happen where, unfortunately, women aren't impressed with their men's performances. I think it happens regularly, sadly, for the females involved. But again, because when they did this face, her look on her face.
Yeah,
was like,
the look on her
all right,
face.
Can we be done yet? They did it in a very comedic. They did it in a very comedic way.
Eyebrow.
But just because it has been brought up in our previous reactions, and I know Dave, you brought it up. It's worth it's worth noting.
I'm just
that it looks very very consensual.
Yeah,
she's just not enjoying it, and she doesn't say anything to. Like even with in the tub earlier, she's like, "Hey, you got to give me a heads up next time." She didn't say, "Hey, I was forced to do anything." She's just give me a heads up. So again, folks, that's what it is.
That, and then also she's clearly, like you said, not interested. I get the vibe she's just disgusted afterwards, and that's why she takes the
definitely not impressed.
Well, that's of course why she goes. There could be a number of reasons why she wants to take a bath afterwards. Maybe just
it's ironic that every time it's been after that.
Yeah, it's just
either way
clean up.
So again, just I thought I'd throw that out.
It's worth mentioning.
It's one way to take it, but the way they're presenting it.
Three guys here reviewing the thing, so it's worth mentioning and going back and seeing what it's about. But in any regard, my point was that she was. I think it also shows that she has a level of respect for him. That she did that, and when he had the house, look, she's obviously moving up. Look, she gets to live there. She gets to enjoy all of that. We know she's very witty, but she didn't take away his moment. And he said, "A quiet woman." So he says some things that are show what he thinks as far as his standing in the relationship, but they're also not like terribly insulting.
Well, and because of his character, the way it's done, it's very comedic. Like, look, Lady Danbury doesn't take when he says, "Oh, be quiet, woman," like she doesn't take that remotely seriously.
No,
and it's to show how comedic and almost like, I don't want to say out of touch he is, but it just shows the comedy in their relationship.
Right. Look, as far as what's going on with George, and I think that's kind of one of the
just Venus.
It was the key thing. So I think, I think a big part of it was the timing was like he's saying, look, this is my opportunity to measure it. You know,
it's like Haley's comment.
Hey, can we push this wedding off a month? No, it's happening here, and people told you this is your duty. This is when you need to get married. Yep. I mean, imagine that. You know, it'd be like I take whatever thing you're super passionate about across the broad spectrum of things that people are passionate about, and especially with astronomy and stuff like that, certain events happen once every few years, few decades. So if you felt like, hey, you know, this wedding could happen,
imagine once every 1,000 years or
yeah,
something.
So you don't really know. Well, I don't know that they would be able to tell at that time that it was once every 1,000 some years. Well, but in any regard, so there was that. But then later on, you know, that speech that he gave to his mom was really powerful. And I think he was essentially just saying, like, what I gather from him is that, look, he wanted to do his studies. He wanted to do things for himself and not be in the pressures of having to get married. It's very reflective for me,
which he kind of hinted towards already.
of Eloise
be a farmer.
In the first 2 seasons of Bridgerton. She wants to do her studies and doesn't want to focus on going out during the season and trying to find a partner. She wants to focus on doing the things for him. And for him as a king, it's like, look, I don't know the traditions if there's certain ages where, okay, look, by the Princess Diaries, you had to be married by a certain age or whatever it was, you know. And but in any regard, so he was, I think, forced into a marriage that I'm not saying that he doesn't want to get married or that he doesn't want to find love or that he doesn't want to have kids. I just think he wanted to do it on his own timeline. And when you get pushed into doing something because it's your duty, I think it's just natural to be resentful of it. I don't think he thinks poorly of Charlotte at all.
Well, I think he's tired of being lectured about it all the time.
Yeah.
He's like, yes, I know I have to do this, and I know I have to perform my duty of the king. I mean, because I absolutely think he's in love with Charlotte. I mean, I think that's pretty evident from the way they've shown things. So I don't think that's into question. Now, maybe Charlotte might have questions given the way that conversation went, because she could certainly take it that way. But I think he's just tired of having to be constantly reminded of this weight he has to carry
right
around.
Well, I think they're also trying to help people understand, like, you know, during this time period there was this awkward, like, lack of privacy just in general that I don't even know if it's saying that we take for granted today.
Time frame.
But from episode 1, mom was like, there were 7 people watching us, which, like, look, I mean, you want to talk about awkward. It's your wedding night. Like, forget about what night it is. Just like, hey, we're going to have 7 people watch, you know, like I don't even know how that would even work for, like, you're going to watch? Like, no, I don't think so. And now, fast forward, the mom's like, well, yes, this is modern. They have their privacy. But imagine your mom coming up to you like, hey, gotta know if you did it. Gotta know if you did it. The country's counting on you. Yep. You got to do it. It's like, just like, hey, you know what? Let us do our own thing, you know?
Yeah, I think that's what he wants. He just wants the love to kind of, and the relationship to happen a little bit more organically. That being said, he's definitely got some health issues that we need to talk about.
Well, and real quick too, back to that, he even said, like, he would probably be a farmer. So there's, and like he was saying to his mom in that yelling session, like, you know, I have to put the duties basically first instead of what I want to do.
Very similar to how
Anthony
felt he had to carry it.
Well, Anthony dove headfirst into it, right? And he does have those similar feelings where he was in more of the second you were born, this is happening. And not saying that Anthony wasn't like that either, but Anthony lost his dad right in front of him.
And then it was boom
from that minute on, right?
Yeah.
As far as the health issue, I am really curious now to see what is going to happen here, because that was very intriguing to see this happen right away. And I was not expecting it. I thought we were going to get something maybe in episode 5, right?
Yeah,
where we're a little further down the timeline.
Yeah, because he's still a young man. I mean, he's barely able to grow a mustache.
Yeah, I was just going to say, maybe it's been like this for quite some time, and it was not just when we first saw King George.
Well, I'm taking this as something completely different than that. The George that I think we saw in Bridgerton, and again, this is just my take. It was some sort of dementia or Alzheimer's. Whereas I think this is just a straight up panic attack. I think he held.
Could be.
I think he held strong for his mom, And there was just a moment where because sometimes that's all it can take for people who have panic attacks, like something where it's just triggering. You might make it through one moment and something happens that just triggers it. And all of a sudden it comes on like this big wave and you need to sit down, you need to take a deep breath. There's a lot of different things that people can do to try to help mitigate the severity of it.
Well, I get the idea that it's happened before. The way that they handle it.
As somebody who's under that amount of pressure, quite literally, nobody in the world other than somebody who's another king, you could even say other royalty, might be like, yeah, I understand. But no, the King of England, obviously at the time, is the top. I think now, if you're into the monarchy thing,
I don't want to dismiss your theory on it, but also too, when he said send for the doctor, he's like, yeah, don't tell Queen Charlotte. So I'm wondering if it's not a panic attack, then yes, it's definitely some kind of illness,
some kind of ongoing thing.
Well, I think it's one of the two.
Yeah. Well, I think maybe he doesn't want anybody knowing because look, somebody having panic attacks under pressure, people might see as a sign of weakness.
Yeah, the king can't.
Like, what's happening? Well, I had a panic attack. Well, why? Well, because my mother came and reminded me of my duties, and that put me into a panic attack. But look, somebody might be like, well, you're the king. You can't, the king can't be having panic attacks.
Well, and we've seen as much when they have those little meetings with all with the princess, his mother, and all the kind of the lackeys. They don't even speak ill of the king when he's not even there, to the point where they can't even have an honest conversation.
I mean, the shaking, the inability to catch his breath. I took it as a panic attack, but
hey, we're not doctors.
I'm certainly not a doctor, folks.
Right.
I haven't experienced.
Well, the reason why I say that is because look how the dialogue has been in season 1 with Simon. Right, we speculated on that quite a bit. It was one or two different things and ended up being one of them, right? So here, just kind of want to keep that door open for potentially early illness or panic attack here because again, that little verbiage and just the way he was like, no, waving it off, and then do it, and then don't tell Queen.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of curious to see how the next episode is going to play out, because that was a hell of a cliffhanger for this episode. I was hoping selfishly we were going to get like another 5 minutes. I didn't realize we were at the tail end.
Yeah,
until
they were going to cut.
It went to black. I'm like, it's at the end of the episode. But it is going to be interesting to see now that arc.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, I think now it's again. They're not, and they've done this before with the first 2 seasons, where they've highlighted situations or circumstances that we've seen play out in plenty of other TV shows and movies. And this is another one where she walks up, she overhears him talking, saying this.
I was hoping she would have a little more happiness,
doesn't have full context, and now she's leaving. Yep. And he's going to be in a situation where it was like, hey, we just had a great night together. Yep. Like he was that was not him doing his duty. No, he felt very passionate.
And he's going to have to open up to her about what's really going on and everything, the conversations with his mother.
And he's going to have to. But now I think the next episode, we have this situation where she's upset with him. She felt like they had a moment. Now she feels like he was just doing his duty and it was all fake. Look, and when we've all been there, folks.
Some of us.
Where we've all been there when you have this moment or this interaction with somebody and you feel like it's super genuine, and the picture that you paint in your head of how this moment went is blissful. And then you find out that it really wasn't a big deal for the other person, and it crushes you, because now not only do you think that wow, I'm just delusional, and I couldn't see things for how they really were, but you also have that double slap of feeling like you're now less valuable to the other person. So it's I'm a fool, and my value that I perceived isn't really there. And so when you're in a situation like that, it can be incredibly hurtful, and it's easy to want to just shut down after that, because we saw her in the observatory say, well, yet, the whole yet, there's still yet,
being a little playful.
And now when you let that wall down and you feel like maybe I shouldn't have done that, now it's twice as hard to let that wall down again the next time. And I think that's, I think we got 2 episodes of her not being real happy with him, and he's going to have to finally come out and be like, hey, look, this is what I'm dealing with. These are the pressures. And then she can come back and be like, you're not the only one with pressures, dude. I had to move from another country, find out she's 17 years old. My brother signed me off without asking what I really want.
All I do is get dressed and eat and go to bed.
You're not the only one with pressures. So if we just have a little communication.
How many times, folks? How many times?
How many times does Mason Quinn have to tell these people that we just got to communicate?
Well, then we wouldn't have half of our entertainments if they actually properly communicated.
Well, then we would have to, it would just be a shorter show if they communicated.
Or there would be no films.
We get to the happy part.
Outside the wall? Why are you climbing over the wall? Well, look, I'm 17, had to come over from this country.
Don't even know what this guy looks like.
I didn't even know it was you. Knew nothing about you. And then he says, yeah, no shit. Hey, look, I'm in the same boat. Like, look, I just want to study planets. I want to do my thing.
Yeah.
I figured, look, hey, do I want to get married someday? Sure. But like, I got like 5 years where I want to just study and do my thing and not worry about relationships or marriages or babies. And they're forcing me into this wedding. You're forced into this too? Yeah, I did too.
Did we just agree on something?
We just agree on it? Yeah. So like, hey, you know what? Let's do this. Let's try to make this work because we have our duties, but at the same time understand that we're our own individuals and that we're not going to just totally put our entire self-worth and everything on this, and we'll just take it as it goes.
It'd be a 1 episode season.
We'll be like, yeah, that's cool.
It'd be one episode.
We just hang out, pretend we're happy.
One and done.
Hopefully we grow to really be in love with each other. I would love that. Let's leave that as an option and maybe a hope and maybe be opportunistic. When situations arise and we can be together. But right now, let's keep doing our own things.
Oh, by the way, I see
roll
why
credits.
Now. Yeah, roll credits. I do understand why you folks now are saying that Queen Charlotte should definitely be played between seasons 2 and 3 because they just even alluded to Baby Daffers.
Yeah, the weddings.
You've had 2 weddings in 2 seasons.
2 weddings,
2 seasons,
kids.
2 seasons. Yep. So they definitely alluded to the first 2 seasons, which makes sense why now all of you folks are like, hey, between 2 and 3, because now we get the real timeline with Lady D, Mama, and the Queen, while mixing in the past to catch us up on the Queen and why she is the way
But this came out after the 4th season of Bridgerton, correct?
I don't know. I assume something happened like that because, folks, 2023. That dropped, and then, I don't know, let's say Bridgerton season 3, right? Bridgerton, I can't see shit. Bridgerton season 3. Bring it on up, and hopefully we don't get spoilers. All right, so 2025.
Oh no, Bridgerton season.
I'm looking at probably the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Either way,
it's like do you watch Star Wars chronologically, or do you watch in the order that the films were released?
We are going to be doing order of release when that happens.
At some point. Oh,
at some point. Do you do order of release or do you chronologically?
So 2024. Okay, so either way.
Either way, it would have been.
Well, and I get it because all you folks are trying to look out for the reactors.
Technically, it's a separate show too.
Yeah, because you'd be just cruising through.
Yeah, Netflix, you'd go, Bridgerton season 2, we finished that. Let's go on to Bridgerton season 3. But they did release it chronologically. Okay.
That's what it looks like. So it could be wrong, but all right, you know how the net works.
Well, folks. This was an awesome ride for episode 2. It is getting deep. I can't wait to see what else happens. So, for Diamond Dave Damone, that's the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. This is Bad Medicine. That was Queen Charlotte. Come back here for the next one.
Oh, the coronation. Oh, imagine your job was just peeling off rose petals.
I'm here because you are the king, and she is looking for him.
I thought they were not speaking.
It's coronation day. It does not matter if they speak. They must be unite. So where is he?
The king shall be with her soon enough. He is studying his sciences up in the library.
If you allow yourself another rider, do not think I care, but mind he is of the right station.
I am not. There are no other riders. I am simply below stairs.
Oh, a little jealousy here.
Why is he not being examined by the royal physician?
Brimsley, you have seen nothing.
You will say
that's a big line.
Yeah.
Violet, Coronation Day is a great day.
Yes.
Then why did Mother call it a
Farce.
farce? Mother said they had to go all the way across the world, find someone willing to marry the king. Mother was going on and on to all the ladies at tea, that their love means we now live in an unnatural society.
Do not repeat what your mother says to anyone outside the family.
Of course, I
No
accept
gossiping.
her. And yes, I will serve her at court.
Sitting
She's
behind
our
the
queen.
chair.
That makes her special. But the rest of them, socializing among the ton.
Oh, God.
The men can go to White's now, like regular gentlemen. I know they have money, but money does not make them us. The king gave them titles, did he not?
Yes, Beauty.
Mother said they were not us, but the king gave our family a title and land. All the families of the
Aha.
town got their titles and land from the king. It is not the same. It is.
Do tell.
Daddy always defines a gentleman as a well-educated man of good family.
It's
Lord
like us.
Danbury attended Eton with the king's father, and they all attended Oxford with Daddy.
They did?
So they are exactly like us. Better in some cases, considering that several of them are from royal families of their own and have much more money than we do.
Violet Ledger, stop talking this instant.
No.
That is too much thinking.
Oh, God. Enough of your thinking.
What has that governess been teaching you? Well, Latin mostly, but I would like to request advanced mathematics.
Oh, heaven forbid your daughter learn math.
Doing too much of that book
Happy
reading.
Coronation Day, Daddy.
Happy Coronation Day.
There you go, Pops.
Daddy approves.
Dearest gentle reader,
Oh, let's
children are
go!
the cherished hope of every marriage, but for a royal in need of an heir, children are more than a hope. They are a necessity.
See how the queen handles her kids.
What a wonderful tradition with which you have blessed all of England.
Everything I do is a blessing. You do not need to. Why are you shrieking?
Sophia finished the bedspread, and it is an exact match for the real one at Kew. I did my very best for the doll's house.
Can you marry a dollhouse? Can you embroider me an heir? Then shush.
Mother.
Yes, I know. You are old. Your wombs are likely dry and juicy. I shall leave you be. But you could
What?
try.
They all look like they're in their like mid to late 20s.
Well, for that time.
A man might wander onto the ground, a lost hunter or something.
Could we marry a lost hunter?
Of course not. You are not milkmaids.
Could we marry a lost hunter? Christmas
Most
in the
of the
ton.
daughters of our own Queen Charlotte and King George are long on the shelf, gathering dust. So many spinsters, so little time. Surely in this season of giving, Her Majesty must be feeling the sting of being a have-not.
That's risky with those Chute candles.
Oh, Lady Whistledown going in hard on the queen.
Yeah.
Well,
It is a ladies' tea.
So you are friends now. Tell her you would like to host the first ball of the season.
I cannot possibly. That is not what tea is for.
Perhaps you should stay home with me.
No, dearest. I will address the topic with her.
Good.
I just did not imagine that would be Lady D's guy.
No.
You know?
After a few strained first days, they enjoyed a wonderful honeymoon, and the coronation has only drawn them closer.
Oh, let's see what kind of shape the king is in. Oh, everybody's got their little hats. More impressive than their costumes.
Yep, some of the architecture is...
I'd say we've lost that in our modern era.
I would most certainly say so.
Well, they're putting on a good face for everybody. They're going through all the steps despite how things left off. Their little argument.
Clear the halls.
Right away.
And there.
He is infuriated. He is so very polite. It is a lie. He is a lying liar who...
Happy. And you have spoken with her about an heir?
Coming with child. I am steadfast. It is all I do. All we do. Try to fill my womb with a baby.
What is it?
It is an even day, obviously.
Well, we do not need to adhere to every even day. The sooner you are with child, the sooner we can cease this performance.
Our duty will be done, and I will no longer have to view your face.
So romantic.
Wow.
Are you coming?
You know, I love saying we've all been there, but I can't say I've been there,
hear your
folks.
voice.
It is difficult.
Oh.
I know. It can be awful.
It is.
Holy shit.
Oh, I see what... All right, they're having the old aggressive relations.
We can say
I don't know what the hell's going on
deep
here.
passion.
It's a furious
Deep
jumping.
Furious.
It's almost like makeup sex, but they're not really having makeup sex. They are, but then they just go right back to fighting. It's very much like makeup sex, actually, which we've all been there.
Some.
Desk is as good of a spot as any other.
Oh, they have a duty.
It is a nightmare.
They
I
do.
am so sorry. I hate everything about him. I hate his ridiculous face. I hate his voice. I hate the way that he breathes.
Oh. Hate the way he chews.
From the other side of the giant table.
Will you please no longer breathe so very loudly?
Would you please not talk?
I will talk if I wish to talk.
What exactly is the problem? You have been behaving like a child since my first morning here, and I have explained
You have been breathing in my room.
Breathing.
I'm gonna walk down to your side of the table.
Shall I leave?
Yes, leave now.
It's a very complicated relationship, folks.
That was aggressive.
Oh.
Grabbing the hand of the king.
Nope. Well,
Got
just
some spectators.
You doing this here? Not we. They.
Are they gonna right there?
Well, there was clean this off.
Yeah, everyone.
No, they weren't telling him to clean it up.
Table.
They were telling him to get the fuck out.
Yeah,
Just
get out of
clean
here.
up the mess.
Go on, nothing to see.
These guys gonna high five each other? Oh, we're getting through this.
My thoughts exactly. I do not suppose you would allow me to call down on your chambers later. Am I allowed? Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
That was the good dishware. Who takes a bath like that?
Stop looking at me, Swan.
Reynolds, get out.
Reynolds, get out.
Okay, so they do love each other.
I'm so confused by what's going on here. Part of me is like, are they doing this? Are they acting mean to each other and
it's part
in
of the
front of
turn
everybody
on.
as an act, or that's the turn on? Or so confused.
Sometimes, Mason Quinn, when you're in complicated relationships where you're passionate about another person, but things are complicated, it makes for very heated interaction.
Why don't they just be nice to each other? I don't.
Well, because things are complicated.
Well, some,
but
like the
oftentimes
complication.
complicated situations don't null the flames of the
duty.
desire.
I feel like I need some charcoal drawings to explain this to me. Their current relationship.
Oh. We've all been there.
Some,
you know, things aren't working, but you still, you know.
I should like to do something for poor mothers in hospital.
The oranges.
Orange. Also,
hurt
you'll
her
meet your
hand.
ladies in waiting tomorrow.
Brimsley, I will get my own oranges from now on.
Your Majesty.
It is ridiculous to make someone else pick my orange. I shall pick my own oranges. There will be no discussion.
Dropping the hammer.
The king does not attend any gatherings of the ton, Your Majesty.
Why not?
You know, I truly do not know, Your Majesty.
He does not seem shy with people. He has no stutter. Tall and strong, handsome, and smells like a man.
Has something to do with the doctor.
What doctor?
I could be incorrect. In fact, I misspoke.
Come on, Brimsley.
Leave us.
You got to be better than that at keeping secrets.
How ill is he?
He is not ill.
Then why the doctor?
She is his wife. She should know.
Yeah,
There is
Reynolds.
nothing to know.
I let you court me in this bed. You shall tell me.
Are you not well?
Was that not up to your standards? Because
You
I
saw
feel
a
that was...
doctor the other day in the cellar.
Crown must be examined on coronation day.
You would think they would want to examine the Queen as well. 'Tis all anyone cares about, me making a baby. After all, I am now, what were those words? Living for the happiness or misery of a great nation.
Oh, right back at him.
Damn.
Is she showing any sign of being with child?
I've not noticed any signs. A ball would help with the great experiment. Lord Danbury and I would like to throw the first ball of the season. It makes sense that I would host as one of the Queen's ladies.
No, that will not be accepted.
It would be difficult for you to hear about the Queen being with child long after the fact, would it not?
Oh,
Little leverage. Little leverage.
Lady Danbury is very good at this game.
Did she say when she would let you know?
She was not enthusiastic.
There will be no ball.
You are every bit as good as they are. I have decided we are going to host the first ball of the season. Oh, that is...
Oh,
Wow. Wheels are already in motion. Can't stop it now.
How lovely to see you here.
Lovely. Possibly. Unexpected, definitely.
Well, I suppose unexpected is accurate. It is my husband's birthday today.
I'm so sorry.
Why are you sorry?
He liked his birthday, and I would make him hats out of paper. My father made me these birthday hats, and no one had ever done that for him, so I did it. Love.
Oh, that's love.
I do not like to say. It reminds me that there are no hats to make.
You are most fortunate.
Fortunate?
have memories like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I fear I must have misheard you.
You may not like today, but trust me, you are most fortunate.
Yep.
Look, it's like she's
see
got
the emotion in her
yeah,
eyes?
she's got tears in her eyes.
Yep.
Because how many people ever get to experience or have what she had?
Yep.
You had it, and you don't have it anymore. But how many people never get that in their whole life?
The Danburys are throwing the first ball of the season. We have received an invitation. Endless Gardens. No, you may not go. You are not out. We are not going to their home for any reason. It is enough that I must see
What a
her
ball
out.
of joy this woman is.
Yeah. Look at Dad just sitting there.
Dad'll take the daughter.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Bravo. Play another.
A child named Mozart.
No.
Where is he from? She no taste.
What?
Wow.
Has an excellent musical ear, does she not?
Oh, of course.
There you go, Lady D.
Who's?
Where did you discover this young Mozart?
Oh, wow. Hey,
Just
wow.
strutting around.
I received an invitation to your little ball.
So sad to miss it.
Well, we all are.
Yep.
Are we not, ladies?
So sad.
Oh, really?
Oh, we're
What if
gonna.
the Queen says
That's what we're gonna do.
You refuse to hold court. You will not go out. How do you spend your days?
Farming. I told you that I enjoy science. Part of that science is agriculture. I enjoy farming.
So King George is Farmer George.
Yes, I am Farmer George. These are the hands of a king and a farmer.
I shall leave you.
It's a complex fella, this George.
This relationship is complex.
Are there medicinal herbs in the garden?
No, Your Majesty, just vegetables.
Well, we're gonna have to change that.
You allowed her to send out invitations.
I have the situation well in hand.
Do you? I have lords whining all around me, drinking. Government is
This guy
grinding
fell in the
to a
fire. I
halt.
wouldn't be mad.
Perhaps Lady Danbury can withdraw the invitations?
I cannot ask her to do that.
Sounds like Lady Danbury now has the upper hand.
No, I cannot be seen to choose sides. For the sake of the great experiment, the palace must remain steady in its quest.
Lady Danbury throws a ball, and this side does not attend. The palace will lose all moral authority, and the great experiment will be in ruins.
His delivery is
His delivery is great, but the character.
Yeah.
You will have Lady Danbury cancel the ball.
I wanted to ask if you would encourage the other ladies in waiting to attend.
Did you not invite them?
I did.
Then what is the issue?
Your Majesty, they will not come if...
There he is. Is he actually?
She's waiting all morning.
He is gardening with his own hands. There are people. We have people.
Your Majesty, about the ball...
I thought perhaps it was a ruse, but every day he marches into that garden. It is so curious.
She's intrigued.
Princess Augusta has asked me to cancel my ball.
I do not understand how this relates to me. If Princess Augusta has...
You are the queen.
You are the queen.
This feels beneath you, but if you were not the queen...
But I am.
But if you were not, your life here would be very different. You are the first of your kind. Do you not see
Here we go.
I tell you to become with child. I tell you to endure for a reason. You're so preoccupied with whether a man likes you. You're not some simpering girl. You are our queen. Your focus should be your country, your people, our side. I do not understand that you hold our fates in your hands.
She's never been told that directly before.
Well, it's a different perspective that she's finally probably gaining.
Yeah, like just flat out with it. This is what's happening.
Oh, that's Lady Danbury's style. At least it has been. To call it how it is. And sometimes that's what people need to hear, you know?
I have picked my own orange. Where are the men who serve the orangery?
They are not needed, Your Majesty.
You dismissed them.
You pick your own oranges now, Your Majesty.
You did not tell me they would be dismissed.
We would not have a discussion, Your Majesty.
Is she now going to start to realize what she does? has
There are
consequences?
implications.
Even day.
He is inside, Your Majesty.
Shall see you again the day after tomorrow.
See you on the next even day. Gosh.
You live for the happiness
saying.
and the misery of a great
Charlotte.
nation. No,
I've always been this, an exhibit instead of a person.
you are a person to me.
Oh, she just got him with that one line. Wow. She just hit him hard. Talk about knowing the right things to say at the right time.
No more even days and odd days.
We shall just have days.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
See, now they're getting along.
But I need us to do something.
What do you need?
Our palace walls are too high.
Oh. The Danbury Ball. It's
back on.
It is happening.
My lady, you must go get dressed now. You've done it all.
That's not her fancy dress. That's her just working around the house dress.
Wait, what?
Agatha, how wonderful of you to invite us.
She tried to miss it, but then she received a personal note from His Majesty the King.
Ah, the king.
Well done, Lady Danbury. I like you. Let's be friends.
I am honoured.
Your Royal Highness.
The honour is ours.
See, it's all working out.
You should have a ball. We'll invite everybody.
Yeah.
See who shows up.
The bad medicine ball.
Yeah, why not?
Social event of the
We're
season.
going to have a bad medicine ball, ladies and gentlemen. It will be the social event of the season.
At
George
some
III
point.
and Queen
Got to get the
Charlotte.
king and queen to show up. Oh, wow. Don't they look like the regal couple?
Your Majesty.
Look at that
Shall we?
suit.
May I have a dance with your
Covered
wife?
You may.
Oh, this guy is just the consummate gentleman.
Lord Ledger.
Lady Stark is just trying to find any kind of sign.
He is so happy. I have never seen him so.
Thank you.
You never have to thank me.
Oh,
No, that was
Right. Never have to think.
we are a team.
Oh, you're a success.
I am a success.
See,
Go and celebrate.
Go celebrate.
She's like, oh.
You respect. With one evening, one party, we have created more change than Britain has in the last century, more than I would have dreamed.
Can do anything, George.
With you by my side, I think I can.
Oh.
Teamwork.
George, be careful.
Wow. I mean, what a change. And all we had to have was a little communication. Imagine that.
He just, oh, well. Well, her head wasn't it. Oh no,
dead?
he just had a heart attack in the fucking middle of the act.
He's dead.
He had a heart
My lord,
attack.
Have you finished?
You hear about things like this.
And he just fell.
Yeah, he had
I mean, he had the big ball. He was accepted by everybody, and now
that was it. Heart attack.
Oh, you need not drop us as often.
Nonsense, my lady. It is quite simple now you have a full staff. Today, I've even had the new housemaid press lavender oils.
Coral, you need not drop baths as often.
We are done.
We are done. I think better to dress me after. Yes.
appearances.
Something has happened to Lord Danbury.
Here we go.
Wake his valets now. My lady, I am coming in. Wait here. I will make sure everything is dignified for my lady, and then you can come and help.
Oh, we are acting it up for the staff.
Thank you for coming to tea.
Oh, thank you for inviting me. And when I wrote to say that I was unable to attend due to another engagement, how kind of you to offer up your entire week of afternoons. Well, and when I sent word today that I had broken a carriage wheel, how thoughtful of you to send your own carriage with so many footmen.
I wanted to speak with you.
I gathered.
Oh.
I was with the Archbishop discussing funding a school for orphan girls in the name of Lord Danbury.
How noble. I suppose I should be funding schools for orphan girls in honour of my husband instead of mourning his loss. Thank you for the advice, Lady Danbury.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Shit. Thought educating the poor a waste and found girls useful only for breeding.
No, she
You
gets
loved,
it.
and in your loving, you go to church. In you, Edmund lives on. I loathed.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when I called you fortunate, it is because you are fortunate.
Wow.
There we go.
I had to explain it a little bit.
Shall we have something stronger than tea?
Yes, Violet. I think we should.
And that explains the celebration and everything now. We finally, obviously, her face told a story.
Yep.
Now just hearing her finally say it
is
much more different.
Why do you think my girls never married?
Would not know, Your Majesty.
Try to know.
Could not begin to.
Indulge me.
They are beautiful, wonderful, kind, charitable, pleasing young women.
Brimsley, do not attempt to flatter me by talking about my children. It makes me dislike you more.
More.
Why have my girls never married?
Your daughters, they are good girls. They love you. And the king, it happened so early. You were so young. If he had died, maybe you would have been hurt, grieved, but eventually you would have healed and moved on. Instead...
Spit it out, Brimsley. Do not become sentimental now.
Come this far.
You are still his queen, forever frozen,
Oh.
forever waiting.
That's why they don't listen to her.
Leave you here, trapped in time.
Go and stand over there and stop talking. Look that way, not at me.
Ouch.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Damn.
The tree needs more gold. I want more gold tomorrow.
Fascinating journey that the Queen's been on.
Mm-hmm. Carving up something?
Oh, he's doing
writing.
math.
He's doing...
Or astronomy.
Yeah. It's that time of the year.
It looks like astronomy because of the
circles.
Yep.
Representative of planets or stars, perhaps.
She's just going to be amazed.
Oh, boy, this is tense music.
Oh, is it driving him nuts? He's starting to lose it already. That's what she hinted at. It happened when he was so young.
Oh, my God, it's happening.
Is she sleepwalking?
No, that's not
No,
sleepwalking,
it's like
dude.
his dementia or whatever. It's starting now.
Your Majesties, can I?
George is working. Go back to your post. We are fine.
Oh, shit. Is he up?
George!
Oh, I thought he was like...
Oh, elevator.
Like on a ledge or something.
I see you!
What is going on?
Just stand guard at the garden door, clear the back hall, lock the servants in downstairs if you must. Keep everyone away. Please, Brimsley.
Reynolds.
You gotta let him know what's going on.
I feel you talk to me! Yeah! I knew you would come! I knew it! We will see!
Your Majesty.
I know!
I thought perhaps you would like to warm up.
It is Venus! It is Venus.
I am Venus. Right here. I am Venus.
You are Venus.
Yes. And Venus is going inside.
I thought you were in the sky.
I was in the sky, but now I am going inside. Into Buckingham House.
Oh, look at Reynolds.
Good for the Queen for just... This is what I need to do right now in this moment. And not make any hard judgments.
Yeah, knowing exactly what to do.
Venus is indoors. With you. She is with you.
Wow. Oh, it's the fucking ending, too.
Yeah, we're gonna fade to black here real quick.
Oh! Wow, ladies and gentlemen. What an end to that episode.
On episode 3, we get the reveal. No time jump. George isn't any older, really, than what we started with. And his symptoms have already started. I did not expect. I thought for sure we would have a time jump.
But I don't even...
We got that reveal that she was saying maybe if it would have happened, when he was younger, but he didn't pass away, he stayed around, and that affected everything with the children and Charlotte standing, and so now it all makes sense. But It's weird because it's not like a dementia like we traditionally think of. It's almost like a weird like obsession with a singular focus. But
I swore some of the members and some other folks are saying it wasn't like exactly dementia, but we're going to get our answers.
Yeah, we're like his mind is just gone.
So, folks, I think, and I can't speak for these two gentlemen excessively, but I've dealt with dementia and Alzheimer's, unfortunately, with my grandmother and my stepmom. And it's aggressive and less aggressive in my grandmother, incredibly aggressive in my stepmother. But it's not anything like this. It's forgetting of things, repeating of stories, losing track of, your days, not remembering certain people's names, things of that nature. But this is just.
I wonder if it's just like some kind of disease or something. Maybe it's made up for the show, whatever, but just to have George's mind just kind of go, and he's just not who he was before, and they're just maybe leaning on to certain symptoms of various illnesses to draw that out. But
I mean, because later
I'm
on,
amazed it's this early.
Yeah, because later on, or in modern times, it feels like dementia, right? It feels very much like dementia or Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
And because he's older, I think that's what you lean towards believing. But it's from what I understand, it's very rare for people of this age to have dementia or Alzheimer's, especially what seemed like some aggressive behavior here. So again, I don't pretend to know what it is, but it's definitely something very serious. And to see the way that Charlotte handled that particular situation was pretty incredible, pretty mature. And we have to remember she's 17, I don't know, maybe 18. I'm guessing still 17.
Maybe by now,
would have made a big deal out of her birthday. So to handle that situation in the manner she did, I think says a lot about her character and her understanding of things. But what a bombshell! I was not expecting at all.
Well, and the way that Reynolds handled it, this certainly isn't the first time it's happened.
No. I mean, he had a plan. It was, hey, we need these. We need boom, 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 boom.
Yep. Lock the servants in, guard this door. We'll handle it.
Yeah, it seems like plenty of time. So I'm wondering if Reynolds has like maybe a slight. And this is a stretch. Like maybe he has like an idea of like it could happen around this day or this time.
Yeah, or like maybe
at night stretch
or
on
whatever.
That. But just because of how prepped he was, it's definitely happened many, many times. So I just wonder if it just randomly happens, and then at least I'm ready for it, kind of thing from Reynolds' point of view during these kind of episodes. So
yeah, I mean, and I get Reynolds, his duty to the king, and he has a job to do. But it's like, you think he'd share that with Brimsley, because those two, at least, until the love kind of kicked off a little bit here between Charlotte and George, where they finally had some communication. We'll talk about that later. But prior to that, these two were like holding everything together. They were having to lie to Princess Augusta as to what was really happening and how things were going on. And this whole time, these guys were making everything happen. They're the ones who got the dog in the picture and everything. So it surprises me that they haven't shared as much. And maybe now, I think obviously they probably will going forward, because this is a big deal. And I certainly think Brimsley is going to want some answers, and they need them to effectively do what they have to do, not only to complicate their relationship amongst other things.
Well, I'm super curious now as to whether the George's mother, the princess now, Princess Augusta didn't push George into getting married, knowing that there was sort of this looming cognitive issue, and we had to make an heir much sooner than later. Because literally, I mean, we saw the first night after the wedding, he's like, "All right, I'm leaving." Going back to my place, he was nice about it, but he's like, I'm leaving, and it seemed like everything was rushed, right?
Like he has to be locked away.
Yeah, and I'm also wondering now. Of course, when we saw him at the end of the last episode, when I very mistakenly thought, okay, he's having some sort of panic attack. Do you want me to get the doctor? No. Yes. And now he's being checked out by doctors. So he also has at least some level of awareness that something is wrong with him. Now, I don't know if it's a matter of he seemed very out of it at this particular time. So I don't know if there's like, and I said sleepwalking, but when you snap out of it, sometimes you don't remember what you were doing. So I wonder, when he does eventually snap out of it, does he recall the things that happened, or do other people have to tell him, hey, you walked out into the garden with your clothes off and were looking up at Venus and yelling, you thought that was her. Charlotte had to bring you back in. And then there's a level of embarrassment. Well, and maybe he didn't, maybe this is the exact reason. I mean, think about it. Maybe this is the reason he wanted to spend the nights separately, because he was embarrassed that she would find out that he does this in the middle of the night. Look, he wakes up, he does all this, Yeah,
because that's like an insurance policy so nobody can see him, because he never goes out in public. They never do the balls. They never host anything. He's never out in the public eye like that in case of something.
Well, even something as simple as, he was sleeping. We saw him sleeping out in his observatory. Well, what if he wakes up in the middle of the night and he says weird stuff or does weird stuff? It's like nobody's around to see. So this completely, look, these last few minutes completely pulls a 180 on everything you think about, his current situation, maybe the reasons that he has behind the way that he had been acting, and the things that he wants. But what a huge bombshell.
It feels like it steamrolls the whole rest of the episode from everything else that happened.
It kind of does.
This is the turn, right? We got teased at the end of last episode. Now this episode, we take the full turn, right? To really explore. I'm assuming that's what they're going to do here with the next couple episodes, I would imagine. If not, wow. But real quick, too, with the Great Experiment, because that's kind of what's running through my head now. I'm just going to call her Lady Stark. I figured her name. But Lady Stark said they've been mentioning the Great Experiment. So now I'm wondering. At first, I was thinking, and maybe this is part of it, too, Queen Charlotte, right? She's clearly part of the experiment, but because of race and everything.
Yeah,
and now King George. Now take the mixture of Queen Charlotte plus the situation that King George has. Maybe that's the Great Experiment, and that's why Mom is really, I thought it would, and I'm sure it's because of the pressures of the time too, of again wanting babies, heirs, right? And now, but maybe they're on way more of an accelerated timeline because they know about George potentially. But we haven't seen Mom mention it yet. So what I just mentioned there is probably, again, a stretch and not even close yet, or maybe never even happens, because it seems like Reynolds has done a top-notch job of making sure nobody says anything. Yeah. And plus all the workers at this time, no matter what they saw, heard, they are basically, I'm sure a majority, or at least probably sworn to like some kind of secrecy.
Of course, they all had to sign the NDAs before taking a job at the palace.
Yeah, so now that's all that's kind of ringing through my head to see if what I just threw out there is even close. And if Mom knew, they've done a pretty good job of making sure she didn't lead anything to the audience to let the audience know that Mom knows.
Yeah, well, and you spoke about the whole Great Experiment thing that they're doing here, and it's such a kind of uncomfortable thing to have to take in as part of the story in Bridgerton, because the first 2 seasons you're like, all right, this is the world we're in. We don't have to deal with any of that unpleasant stuff. Everybody just lives together and is happy. And what we're seeing here is that wasn't the case. And the experiment was about bringing different people into different class levels, whatever, what have you.
And Lady D was also kind of touching on it.
Yeah, and Lady D and that's what I was going to get to, is the conversation that Lady Danbury had with Queen Charlotte. And, maybe Queen Charlotte thought this. I'm trying to remember in the first 2 episodes, and I'm not sure if that was ever really kind of laid on her. But Lady Danbury told her what was going on. And it's like, hey, this is more than just you. You're representing all of us. And it was very clear at that point exactly what Lady Danbury was driving at. And she said it in a way that I don't think Charlotte's heard before, or maybe even considered. So I really loved that whole scene between those two, because it kind of brought Queen Charlotte into the fold, and she's not like left in the dark anymore as to how come all I do is get dressed up and eat and then get dressed and go back to bed again. Like, why is there nothing happening here? And Danbury kind of revealed all that, and it's how it's like this is big for all of us. We have to make this work. So I'm just glad they finally had that conversation and just laid everything out there for her finally.
Yeah, I mean, they keep referencing the Great Experiment. You don't have to, be a sociology major or whatever, whatever you want to talk about to be able to wrap your head around what that is. Clearly, it's bringing people of different race together, and having them,
which Lady Stark kind of
right, having them coexist in a different fashion that they have. And I think maybe the Great Experiment in and of itself is you can say like, and look, this is I'm not going to get into it too much, but a topic of discussion with the current royal family in England is it's always been very white. So in any regard, I think maybe the Great Experiment in and of itself is, well, because we see the mindset, like, okay, we saw that with the ledgers. People of color can have the land, they can have the titles, but they're still not us, right? They're still not us, And so there's at this point, it's not as bad, obviously, as other things we've seen historically. At least there seems to be a level of respect, but it's still kind of like, oh, they're not us. And I'm wondering if the experiment was, well, what if, okay, well, we're not going to have a king for any extended period of time because the king is the king. And what if would society as a whole change their viewpoint on everything if the queen was a woman of color, and then society said, well, we have the queen is a woman of color. We have somebody in the palace that's a woman of color. So at this point, that needs to change everybody's thinking and their mindset. And they did it didn't at first, even though, and that's when Lady Danbury was like, you have the opportunity to change. And then we saw George say, we just made more change in this, at this ball than we've seen in the last 100 years. So I think that's the reference to the Great Experiment. Mason Quinn, you brought up an interesting point, though, that it seemed like the ending with George kind of steamrolled the rest of the
really
episode.
Did, yeah.
I mean, because the rest of the episode was big, of course, with Lady Danbury and the ball, getting everybody to show up, the influence that the king and the queen had on everybody, which I think speaks volumes for the type of influence that a monarch or a nation's leader can have on their people. The one thing I wasn't expecting was to see Lord Danbury make his exit. I know I said it jokingly that some men, I'm not going to say all of us because of the nature of the topic, some men will joke that when their time comes, that's how they prefer to go out. Obviously, it's a very traumatic situation for the partners.
He had a heck of a night.
It's a very traumatic. Jesus.
Well, no, I mean, like with Ledger,
right.
Lord Ledger talking to him, and he had all the people. He had all the people at his house. And he got
having a heck
everything
of a
he wanted, and then that was the topper.
Again, but so it's on the guy's side of things. Of course, we can kind of make jokes about like, oh, that's how I want to go out. But again, a very traumatic situation for most women, you would assume. Not Lady Danbury in this particular case. She was overjoyed.
Yeah, couldn't wait.
Which
she was
a ton of sense now on everything.
She was happy, and then we saw in modern day, which is interesting because I commented on this episode and the previous episodes that Lady Danbury seemed like she certainly wasn't into the physical side of her relationship with Lord Danbury, but there seemed to be a level of respect. And now you learn that it was not that at all. She just did not like him.
Yeah, just going through the motions.
She was going through the motions so she could have what he had. And another, I think, brilliant thing, and again, I don't know how how land and property and everything, how that worked back then. Of course, we learned a little bit in season 1 and 2 with the Featheringtons. Yeah. But now I don't know if who Lord Danbury has Lady Danbury said she had kids that were off in other countries, 4 of them. But does Lady Danbury now get to keep the entire estate and all his money? And was it all kind of...
I was under the impression it would pass to whoever the male heir is that they have. So,
But is that the plan since day one? Because she was not even remotely upset that he was gone. But again, I felt like they really teed it up that she had a level of respect for him. And again, you found out that wasn't the case.
Yeah, I mean, because they had that moment in the bed where she kind of put her hand on his face or whatever. And it seemed like... you know, you finally had the night. You finally had the night that you wanted with the ball and everything working and people seeing you as equals and everything else. And then
that was not the case.
Well, yeah. First off, I'll just say for me, I can't speak for you two. Way off on what I was saying. What was the last episode or whatever? Way off on Lady Danbury because I used the word she felt safe, and maybe that will still apply to like what 1%. Because I feel like she was in survival mode. He was survival mode for her. Now seeing what happened here and how she talked to Mama.
Yeah.
So she was in survival mode, did not like him at all. And if you couldn't tell by my face, I didn't really give a shit about the comedic sex scenes after the first episode. Like, got it.
Yeah, it's
cool.
like I got the joke.
Yeah,
you know?
to me now, seeing it again in episode 3, I don't even care how much it set it up. You guys can hate on me all you want, tell me I'm an idiot, blah, 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 correct me all you want. It didn't serve any more purpose after the first time. So the writers on this, for me, you were definitely going for comedic purposes. We talked about it in the second one. Did not care for it now in the third episode. And I get it because it led to his ultimate demise. But again, I assume arranged marriage at this point. The way that Lady Danbury was talking to Mama, the way that she finally made the whole thing come together.
Her explanation as to what she meant by fortunate.
Yeah, and I do understand, like, because I was on the same page with you guys, which we mentioned. Like, it felt like there was potentially something there, but again, this episode just makes sure it smacks a fool like me across the face of like, nope, she didn't give one shit about this guy. She just needed to do what she needed to do, and I understand it now because I had this built up in my head, and I think I mentioned it in the last review, or even just this reaction of like, God, I can't believe she's with a guy like that.
Well, because it's so curious the way they portray it.
Well, I built it in my head differently for Lady D, because I figured maybe there was some kind of love of some sort
on
that
some
she had
level
with somebody, but that was just not the case. So apologies from me for getting that so wrong, because again, I was going one way because just that little bit of level of
that's
respect.
why we watch the show. If you could guess the whole thing on the first 2 episodes, it wouldn't be any good.
Look, I think I understand what you're saying about the physical scenes. I mean, the first time we saw it, we're like, oh no, and then they gave us the POV from his face, which I mean, it was hard not to laugh at. You know,
they made sure
her kind of disinterested face. But I don't know if she used the word endure when she was talking with Ma Bridgerton. But I think the reason why they kept showing it is because that's exactly what she had to endure.
Yeah.
And you think, look, it's an uncomfortable subject to talk about. Okay. It's a very uncomfortable subject to talk about. But a young, beautiful woman in any time frame, you could have said that yes, it was customs to been, you know, for their male counterparts to have been much older, but physical attraction is what physical attraction is, and for a young woman who was, you know, looks like the young Lady Danbury looked here, to expect her to be physically into a romantic relationship with the other gentleman, it's just not reality. So, and I think they showed that, like, look, he was, you know, par for the course for a guy with a beautiful young wife, and he wanted to be doing the physical thing as often as she could. And it was a daily or a very regular thing that she had to endure. And I think they threw in the comedy, I think, in her facial expressions to make it less uncomfortable for the audience, because if we had to watch, and if she had,
they could have done that very differently, and it would have been
if they turn his face to a level of aggression or this is something that I have the right to this because I'm the husband. If they change his facial expressions to aggression or just ownership, and her facial expressions to sadness or anger or fear or anything like that, that all becomes it becomes a very different watching experience. They made it comedic to make it easier for the viewers, but to also make it very clear that she wasn't enjoying it. But we do have to understand, I mean, look, we're all going to get old, right? And we're all going to get old, And at some point, I know a lot of people still hope to have, very physical relationships into their 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever. But you can't expect somebody who's in their mid-20s to always be physically attracted to somebody who's in their 60s. But that was part of the reality back then, is you had these beautiful young women.
We saw that in season one.
Arranged,
we saw it in season one at the balls.
Yes. I mean, they wanted Mariana to marry a guy, and she was, 16, 17. They wanted to marry just the crustiest, nastiest old dude. And they would have had, he wanted an heir. So we know how that happens. So I think they did a very good job at this. We want to show what a young woman, even the most beautiful of young women, I think we can all agree that, and I know beauty is subjective, but I think we can all agree in this situation, I'd be hard pressed to find somebody who didn't think the young lady Danbury was like a 10, and to say that this young woman had to engage in these physical relationships, but it was a very, very real thing back then. And maybe still is to some regard in certain cultures where marriages are arranged. But it's, again, I think the writers of this show, they did a very good job at handling a very uncomfortable situation.
Well, and they had to do it that way, because if they don't, that becomes the whole story of the show, and it's not even Bridgerton at that point. It's something completely different. So they had to do it that way. So that you could still focus on other things going on and different events of the story, because otherwise, how do you pay attention to anything else if what she has to go through is different?
We're essentially 2.5 seasons into this series. I guess probably halfway through, more than halfway, because 5 hasn't come out yet. But I could not be more impressed with the writing in this show. And I know we jokingly say sometimes that other shows writers could learn from this.
But I'm not joking. Ian and Andrew can learn a thing or two.
This is what we do. We watch TV shows and film or a reaction channel, and it's really a unique thing when you watch a show and it's like every piece of the writing really feels like you, and I don't know if it's one writer or a cohesive unit of people. Obviously, there's a lot that goes into shooting an episode, but it feels like you just have the best team of the best people coming together and telling the best story with the best cast. And it's just, everything is so next level with this show.
Well, and speaking of the writing, let's talk about Reynolds and Brimley.
Before we get to that, to me, Lady D's line here, "In me, Herman rots," like that.
That's aggressive.
That's a huge line, and it speaks volumes, right? So I just wanted to point out that line from Lady D, because I think I can say for the three of us, hold Lady D in high regard. You get
incredibly high regard.
If you saw the first 2 seasons of Bridgerton, right, we spoke very highly of her. At least I think we did.
Yeah, because she's doing all the things that Herman didn't want after his death, and using his obviously his finances and things to do that. She's doing that in spite of.
She's the kind of person that, like, I would 100% just want to hang out with. Yeah, would you like to go out and have a few drinks with Lady D? Hell yeah, I would. I want to meet and hang out with the actress.
I know the actress is crushing it.
Oh, she's so talented.
Yeah, but to jump over here a little bit, with Brimley and Reynolds, that was a wild scene, because these two, like I said earlier, when they were outside the room and they kind of had that moment where Brimsley wanted to hold Reynolds' hand a little bit, but they couldn't because they're out in the open or whatever. And it's like that moment of, see, it was weird for me because there's stuff that Reynolds isn't telling Brimsley that you think they would, and I wonder if this was a little bit of symbolism of that, of like, I can't tell you everything yet, but maybe at some point, because it was like fold the hands away and then back, and I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I thought a really good scene with those two, and kind of what they're having to do behind the scenes and in their personal lives.
So to me, the good news out of this is Reynolds isn't a liar, right? He's just not going to tell you because of the 100% dedication he has to the king. Yep. So the king takes priority over his own personal interest. And in this case, we're seeing that. And I do feel the story, Reynolds is probably going to have to tell Brimsley something now.
Yeah.
After.
Well, it's interesting because Brimley told Charlotte, okay? And he asked her specifically.
Yeah, he let that one slip real nice.
Okay.
Maybe it's the doctor, or no, I shouldn't have said that.
I think what you have happening here is you have two people who are very loyal to their own people. And look, we've all been in the situation where somebody says, "Oh, here's the thing. Don't say anything to this other person," and it puts you in like the shittiest spot. And it's like, well, okay. Well, what if
making me lie for you?
What if you found something out and somebody told you, well, don't tell you, but it had something very important to do with one of your best friends, and then they found out that you knew the whole you knew and you couldn't tell me. Well, I told person A that I wouldn't tell you. Okay, but it's me. How could you not tell me if you
didn't
knew
tell
this?
me to put in the grass?
And you
little inside story, folks.
And you knew you didn't.
Why didn't you say
You've
anything?
been thinking it the whole time. But you know what I'm saying? Like, so to say, well, don't tell this person. Okay, well, then I have to live with the knowledge that I didn't share something incredibly important to the other person. And that person will then forever be mad at me. Like, imagine if Queen Charlotte was like, "Hey, did you know that he was sick? Well, I told this person that I wouldn't tell you." Yeah. Well, where's the loyalty
to me?
When did your loyalty become to that person become more important to you than your loyalty to me? And so I think it's a relatable situation. And he learned here, like, hey, obviously they're very into each other, but he learned that even Brimley, I can't quite say everything. And that's not to say that Brimley's a bad person, because he's just being loyal to the queen. Look, if I hear it and I say it and I don't tell the queen, then it's deception by omission. It's lies by omission. You know, are you telling me everything? No, it's a lie by omission. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings as to whether lies by omission of the truth is, what that really becomes or what that really means.
We had that in season 1 with the Duke and Daffers.
Yeah, just one little word. Yeah. One person.
You said you couldn't have children,
or not. You won't.
Big difference. Yeah.
What an incredible story.
Children, I believe, is how he said it.
Or however it went. But
can't and won't.
Yeah. It can't.
Big difference.
Oh, folks, what an episode this was. Like I said,
I'm sure we're missing something, folks.
But that massive bomb drop at the end, just like I said, it steamrolled the whole rest of the episode. There was some comedic stuff in there, of course, with Charlotte pressing her face up against the glass to get a better look at George as he's
Farmer
shirtless,
George
being a farmer. So that was kind of fun. But in the end, that massive cliffhanger at the end was something else. So we will have to find out what happens on the next one. So for Diamond Dave Damone, that's the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. This is Bad Medicine. That was Queen Charlotte. We'll see you back here for the next one.